All right. We're live, I assume. All right. Last week was a little bit different because, unfortunately, a couple different things happened. Tech issues, a couple people couldn't make it, yada yada. So, we're going to be picking up where we were 2 weeks ago, where, if you don't remember, the party was just attacked by somebody who seemed to be recognizing Kevin. During that, the entire party was blinded. Faust was launched across the street with a lightning bolt, and the party managed to snap out with some amazing rolls, attack said person, who then just teleported. Now, we left off right as he teleported away. So, that's right where we're going to pick up. What has just happened is, Kevin, you're standing over by the once dominated Carrot and Anana, and you just saw the man who you know who is teleport away, as Taylor and Krullik, both flanking, are suddenly face to face as he's gone. Taylor shouts, "What was that?" As Carradine, you come out raging out of the domination to just see Anna looking concerned and a bit frightened directly in front of you with her hands behind her shield. Mm-hmm. And Faust is about 70 feet away to somewhere between 40 and 70 feet away, depending on the person, on the ground unconscious. Before we go and start what's happening, we're going to do a quick initiative because there's a new initiative to see if anyone gets the Faust before he has to make his potentially last death saving throw. Okay. Anyone over 20?
Nope.
I'm at 20.
18.
21. 18. Okay.
Your roll is old enough to drink.
Congrats. 21. You've come out of your rage. You're the first to react to this new development as the domination falls from your mind.
Oh, what does Carradine do?
You had 2 weeks to figure that out.
Hey, it's been 2 weeks. God, and I throw down my weapon.
The art and violence?
Yes.
Okay.
In rage.
Yep, in the rage. So you just twing, and this like terrible off note just rings out across the entire street. And you, so it's your next. As you hear this, you turn around.
And that will snap me out of my rage.
Yeah, and you pop out of your rage. You're now face to face with Anna. But just moving to you next, you turn around and you see next to you, as your attention is brought to this terrible sound as well.
Yeah.
As Carradine stands before Anna with Kevin nearby, his tuning fork weapon is on the ground, and you see Faust in the distance,
I bolt.
in the rubble of a straw hut.
Yep, I bolt right over there.
All right. He's about 70 feet away from you, so within your rogue, stupid movement thing that you have. All right. And what do you do?
I pull out a potion.
I think this might be your last potion, by the way, because I think you only had like 2. Yeah. All right. So for you, all of a sudden, just where? Faust, like you see, like the first time, like Faust is like legit, like concerned about something, and he's just looking around, like, where? What? Huh?
Like, calm down. You were blasted with a lightning bolt all the way across the city. Destroyed this person's house.
Now, for the most part, initiative's fairly over that he made it before Faust died. But yeah, what do you do now that you see Krullik run over? Anna goes over to you now. Taylor's rushing over towards Krullik is.
Yeah.
And for a moment, there's a silence that you know is about to end for you.
I go, just walk my way over to Faust and start like checking on him, seeing that everything's kind of okay.
Okay. So as you approach, we'll get to you and Anna in a second. So as you approach, Krullik is basically crouched over, and Faust is like looking. He doesn't have his bow. His quiver's been thrown off to the side, and he's just looking around like very confused. Taylor actually kind of rushes over and is like half trying to help, but half not. And then you come over and you're like, and he's just like, "What's going on? Where'd he go? What? Who?" So
he disappeared, teleported away, or something like that.
Son.
Did you know him?
I mean, I know he's someone from Shavon Shell. That's all I know.
Am I hearing this as I'm walking up?
Yes. He goes, I don't know why he chose to attack me in the street.
I chime
But-
in. He's my problem. Remember that group I was part of?
Oh!
They wanted.
And you see Faust actually come down pretty okay at this
Yeah.
moment. He's like, okay, I thought that maybe they were trying to kill me after the whole thing in Lechia.
Nope.
Wait, okay. Maybe, remember when I said we didn't need to talk about it last time?
Yeah,
Maybe we should.
Our
Taylor's
timing's
like,
probably
yes,
good right now.
let's talk about something! And you and Anna hear that from the side as she's kind of...
completely unconcerned with them.
Yeah, she's kind of come up and she's trying to bring you back because you obviously have gone someplace else in your mind. And we'll come to that conversation in a moment, but yes, would you like... So, Taylor's like, yes, let's talk. Kralik is laughing, and
Yeah.
Faust is like, which one were you a part of?
I remember I still can't explain fully on that.
What do you remember then?
But all I can say for this instance is they wanted their property back.
Property. Oh, great. Do you know who the guy was? Yes, you do.
Yes, I do know who he is, but
Do you not remember his name?
I can't quite remember his name, unfortunately.
I don't know.
The F or T?
T.
Apparently his name is Fennel.
And with that, Faust goes, oh, son. That's not a name. It's a title. That's one of the... Gosh dang. Kevin,
What?
why didn't you say something sooner?
Has my awareness on the situation given you any idea that I know what's going on? More than I've been told.
And you see Faust just kind of falls kind of into his own hand. And Taylor goes, alright, so this seems like one of those Shav on Shell things.
Yes.
Someone enlighten me?
You clearly know more than I do.
This is Taylor.
Oh.
Sorry. Did you say that to Faust, though?
To Faust, yeah.
And Faust is like, alright, so there's like 40 different assassination slash deep cover slash whatever you want to call it in Shav on Shell. We're not exactly frontline fighters usually. Most of them are small. One of them is basically a part of the government. The leader of whatever that is called Thanal.
Oh, he's a leader. That's great.
Yeah! That explains, and he looks down at the charred piece where his armor has been destroyed by this lightning bolt, and is just this kind of... The wound is not gone. The potion has
So
brought
this
him
guy's
from the
the
brink
head of an
death.
assassination.
No,
group?
he's the head of a political organization that runs assassins.
Good to know.
You were part of... Oh, crap. Okay, so...
He's from Shaw-
Quick question. How long have I been out?
Few seconds,
About a minute. Half a minute-ish.
half a minute, few seconds.
Okay. Did he... You said he was trying to reclaim property. What do you mean?
Just raise my hand.
Yes, I get that part. Taylor's like, no, we kind of all got it from the creepy way he kept talking to you and like trying to reach out. So I was like, he just
Yeah.
shot me with magic.
Yeah, he was
Good.
trying to touch Kevin. Wasn't good.
Just give him a glare.
He's like,
Not that we can see.
so, okay. How long ago were you last property of Thanal?
Like the rest of your creek.
About 5 years ago. 5 months ago.
5 months. You forget your backstory a little too much, but alright. Wait,
5 months ago?
like 2 weeks before I found you in the Strand?
Yes.
And Faust just lies back down in the dirt.
What were you doing in the Strand?
Just trying to enjoy my life.
By the way, as your mind has cleared now that he's gone, I'm going to have you roll an intelligence check real quick. That is a natural 1. So you gain no new knowledge. So yeah.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
Why was this guy in? So this guy was just here for Kevin?
and Faust kind of
Yeah,
leans up and
definitely.
goes, "That's not good."
No, it isn't.
Taylor looks down at all of you and goes, "No.
So he's hunting Kevin.
No, this doesn't seem good. Didn't the Rata just tell us not to bring this crap here?
Yeah, they did.
Yeah. It's gonna be a fun conversation with Luke.
Fudge just kind of starts to laugh and goes, "Great! I'm wanted by Lechia. He's wanted by Shavan Shell. By the way, yes, if the Thanel wants you, you're wanted by Shavan Shell." Oh crap! He sits back up. Please tell me you're wanted by the Glitten or something.
Maybe by my uncle. I don't know.
Looks to Taylor. Hey, I'm dead. Like on everything paper wise, I'm gone.
So you're wanted by the underworld. Got it.
Taylor goes, maybe. During this though, we're gonna just go over to you for a moment. You're trying to get attention of somebody? Do you need to run over there and do something?
Keep going. We're good.
Apparently we're good. But, so yes, you are standing in the street with your tuning fork on the ground, and Anna's kind of, she's not touching you, but she's like, her hands are up, like, trying to, like, get your attention. You hear them, there's yelling, there's a few, like, things, but for the most part, you seem to be off in your own world, so. Carrie? Carradine?
I'm here.
Like, are you you?
Yeah. I'm so sorry about that. That's something I'm gonna have to deal with, aren't I? Well, I just put my head in my hands and kind of crouch in the street.
So yeah, as you crouch, she kind of crouches as well, and so you're there for the time being.
I'm gonna have to ask somebody about that.
So yeah, you're having this
Existential
crisis while Anna's sitting there not knowing what to do about existential crises. When you both hear from the other side, as Taylor goes, "Are either of you wanted someplace?" Across the street to you and Anna.
Not that I know of.
Anna's like, "Only what you kind of know about the whole Lechia thing?"
Yeah.
And then Faust goes, "Oh right, hey,
I guess
wanted by
Hey.
Lechia."
Go join them, huh?
And I was like, "Yeah, maybe." But then as you kind of start to stand up, roll a perception with disadvantage because you are.
Passes under you.
I am kind of out of it.
You're gonna have to.
Literally
Oh,
two
the
opposite-
dichotomy!
Yeah.
You
Nat
want it-
20
you
and
want it-
nat 1.
You want it over that bar?
Beautiful.
But you can't spell that.
Whatever you want to do. Whatever works.
DYCHOTOMY.
It's nice speaking.
I also spelled it wrong.
I didn't pay attention.
Sorry, I'm trying to plug something in.
Dare you.
Okay, sure. More cables around me. That'll work. All right.
Don't move.
What was your perception?
A nat 20 and a nat 1. So,
Joyful.
Okay, so you don't, and you and Anna don't hear it. So as you move towards the rest, where Faust is still just kind of on the ground, and as you approach, he goes, "Can you grab my bow?" Which is scattered just off on the ground, and you see arrows basically as a trail from
his
where he
bow
was
is
standing.
scattered?
No, his bow is on the ground, and his arrows are just scattered basically as a trail from where he was once
And
standing to where he's
as
lying.
I'm walking, I'll just listlessly pick them up.
And as you're kind of doing that, all of a sudden, you all finally notice as they get a lot closer than normally would be for you guys. All of a sudden, as people just suddenly kind of rush forward, and your all attention is brought to, you're immediately brought to your attention to Set, the half-orc, standing in the middle, and it looks like maybe a dozen sand guard.
Oh, fantastic.
It's that.
All the troubles come to
Set's
us.
just looks at you, and he goes, "No." I need you all to stand up and either put your weapons away or, and you see one of the
Mine's
sand
already
guard actually,
away.
because you didn't say you picked it up, gathers up your tuning fork. And it's hefty. It's not something that's easy, but you see him like hooking one of his arms under because he didn't know how this thing works and is like kind of holding it. One of them comes up and actually takes the bow from you.
Mm-hmm.
And they
And
start
at
coming
this point, I'm just-
close to
Mine's
you.
already. Both of them are in
Yep,
there.
they're sheathed, and but two of the sand guards kind of come up and like put their hands on your shoulder, and Faust's like, can I get like a drink?
Drink sounds good.
One of the sand guard comes over, opens a canteen, and just kind of like pours it on him. He's like, "Oh, you're very lucky you took my bow." And Seth's like, "Let's not. Hey," he goes, "Let's not do this in the middle of the blown up street." You guys look around and yeah, the street's emptied. There's a scorch mark on the ground. The hut that you guys are surrounded is completely destroyed because of Faust basically barreling through it from a lightning bolt. And Seth's like, "Get up and follow." Right as you're kind of gathering, another voice pipes up from the crowd.
Oh
Yo, what's up,
dear.
fellas?
Oh, no, it's him.
Yo, where's Faust at?
And you see Faust.
Whoa.
What you see is, from what you saw them earlier, they were a little beat up. One of them was covered in some purple worm blood, things like that.
All right,
The
what?
party looks very disheveled. They are covered in what looks to be people blood of some sort, either some humanoid kind. And Faust his armor is completely gone in the center of his chest, and there's a dark scar that's coloring his flesh.
What the deuce happened here,
And as
fellas?
soon as you walk up, Seth goes, "Yeah, bring him." And you see two Sandgar come up,
Yo, Seth, come on,
grab
man.
you, and he goes, "Yeah, I know you. You're coming."
You got
I wasn't even here.
ranged
What's happened?
Uh-huh. He goes, "I don't care. Come on."
All right, well, can you at least tell me what happened? What's going on?
One of the Sandguard in your ear goes, "They blew up a street." And you look around, and there looks like there was a fight here. Like,
Y'all getting frisky. I was not even gone too long. A few hours at most.
Faust goes, "Yeah, speaking of that." And then the Sandguard next to him goes, No. No talking. This is not one of those moments." And Faust kind of looks up to him. It's like, and Taylor's like, "That might be a problem." And Sandguard next to her is like, Set's like, "Just let them talk. I don't care." And they're like real confused at Set, but Set's like, "Not my problem right now. We're escorting them and we're leaving. It's Luke's problem."
Can I talk in my head to people?
Yes.
Yo, what happened?
To everyone?
Yeah.
Yeah, so all of you
A lot.
in your head hear his voice come through. Faust
Starting to
goes,
hate that.
Oh, yeah, look.
Faust goes
For
like,
other reasons, actually.
And then just to Faust. Yo, what happened to you? You all good? I need like.
"Ambush. Talk to you later about it. Need to find out where you've been."
You
And
saw me.
Feel a bit of
Tension.
yeah. And then all of a sudden you can't seem to get through to him anymore.
Very well.
Meanwhile, the rest of you, he has to.
I'm surprised you didn't do that earlier.
Well, yeah.
Taylor's like, "He really needs to teach me that trick. I really don't like all these voices in my head."
I'm just trying
Speaking
to figure
of,
it out.
you all of a sudden hear a different voice that goes, "Same."
Fun.
That's a new voice is in your head.
All right, so who ambushed? This is all. Anyone want to say anything? Some Everyone's dude quiet. from Shove on Show. Oof.
Old friend of mine.
Old friend.
Kind of like you to Faust, you hear Taylor say in your head.
Oh, wow. Coming at me now, sideways. I'm not sure how I feel about this.
I can come at you from in front if you prefer.
Oh, that's-
And you see her hand actually fall to her rapier as they're walking. The
Okay,
guard's
okay.
like, hey.
Did-
Kind of tries to bat her hand away from her weapon.
Well, did y'all at least talk to Luke?
We got there.
And we're going there again, apparently. This is
Yeah.
Anna. So,
Kind of where we're going now. All
Yeah,
right,
just a
well,
big heap of trouble that we keep getting ourselves into.
seems like a never-ending
one-
circle, huh?
This one probably wasn't our fault.
Probably. What do you mean an ambush? Like, people, like where'd they ambush from? Who was it?
This wasn't our fault at all.
The dude literally
the guy walking down the street, Anna says in her head,
What
Singing
do you look like?
doo-wop diddy diddy dum diddy doo.
Oh, he was singing.
an elf, a high elf.
I'm the one that makes up songs here, not
Like,
you.
Realistically, I didn't really see him for long, Anna says. Like, I maybe saw him for like 10
So
seconds.
he did this much damage that quickly? Thought
He's
y'all
a
were
powerful
fighters.
We did a bit more.
He's a strong wizard.
Strong wizard? No, and y'all aren't strong?
stronger.
Very, very well. Very well. Very well.
And he goes, also, he had something that like blinded most of us for like a while.
Good
You
while.
remember hearing that on the street, that like somehow our whole street got blinded.
Yeah, and then he locked us down.
All right. Well, let's see where they're taking us then.
Please don't
They
talk
said-
about
they
taking
We're
said
going to
Luke's.
Luke's.
Oh, we're for sure going to. Oh.
They already said that.
Yeah.
Anna's like,
A couple times.
Anna goes, I'm not as good about this with Faust. You still hear her. Think he's not in this? Is he weird? Is he dumb? you do still hear it though. She's not
I'm
that
just
good.
laughing in all of our heads.
Ah. All right, we're gonna have words later.
And there's no response.
Yeah, we are. We're going to Luke's.
There's no
Alright, shut up,
response.
shorty.
So as the Spanish kind of goes, you guys have walked, and it's about half an hour. The way that they're marching through in the city is just kind of like
Wait, so
they're
half
not
hour
used to
Luke's?
seeing.
We were right at Luke's.
No, they were at the edge of town when you ran it back up to them.
Okay.
The sand guard are not normally seen out in force, and so the people of the Rata kind of go, "Oh, they done messed up," and they all just kind of go to the side and they're just watching, and they're like checking you all. There's a couple people who like point at certain ones of you. The guy who's carrying your tuning fork has fallen behind a bit. The weight of it is kind of getting to him in its unwieldiness.
Where is he in relation?
He's
to
only
me?
like 5 feet further back than the rest of everybody else.
No, I mean like in relation to me.
About 10, 15 feet away. Nothing too crazy.
I look back at him. You want me to take that?
And you see him kind of go, I got it.
You
Is
can
it like
put it right there.
yeah, because the other one's across your back already. And he's just like, I got it. He just kind of fumbles with it. You do see Faust like shooting glares over at the guy holding his bow
Don't drop
as
it.
he's just walking like casually, like
Don't drop this.
swinging it and like pointing to people he knows and things like that with the bow. And Faust is just like,
So is Faust all right? I thought you said
he's
was-
hurt bad. He's walking, but it's
Doesn't work.
he's.
Nope.
You actually need to roll some
Heal.
D4s to see how much hit points he's currently at.
like me.
No, him.
For what?
The potion.
Yeah.
Oh.
Like, it was enough to bring him up, but, like, realistically, roll... I think you only had... Did you have a greater, or did you have a...
I had a
basic?
greater.
Okay, so that's 44 plus 4, I think. 4, 8, 12, 15. So he's at 15, so he's got a bad mark on him, but he's not limping. Like, he's managing to walk. It just looks like he just got jacked up pretty good.
So healing potions prioritize open wounds and legs.
Well, the difference is he didn't get hurt in the leg, but if you have a gaping wound in your chest, you're gonna be limping.
Is greater or superior healing better?
Superior.
Superior. Okay.
It's superior.
It is superior.
Oh, I don't know. Because different
Then
Yeah.
there's
different
supreme
adjectives
as
mean
well.
different.
Right.
I don't know the level.
Yeah, no, I know. It's alright. But yeah, so after this banter, eventually it does kind of fall silent as you all just walked to Luke's. And as you walk there, you all can see in front of you this crowd. Some of the more mentally acuous people of you can recognize a few people that were on the street when the fight broke out, basically, and they're still yelling, and you hear the halfling kind of yelling over them, like, just shut up! The Sandguard are already dealing with it! Go away!
Gosh.
Like, from, like, trying to outpace all these voices, and then Set goes, done! And they all just silence, turn, and you, like, move.
That was excessive, bud.
And they just all...
Excessive force.
And the half elf's like, Set, that makes my headache worse. She's just like, what do you want from me? To not be here?
To not be an orc, bud. Come on now, fit in.
One of the same kind of pokes you with that. Like, so it's like, alright, hold on. Give them their crap back. And you see some of the people on the sides go, wait, what? What do you mean? And so the one guy actually does bring up your tuning fork, and the guy comes over to Faust
And I
with
just
the bow.
one-hand it from him.
Yeah.
Put
Of
it
course you
back.
do.
Drama queen.
And they all kind of get their arms back, and everyone's like all the crowd is kind of like slowly backed away now that.
I'm gonna give him a thumbs up. Good job.
And Set's just like, all right, couple of you flank, follow me. And Set walks over the halfling, just like steps over. She's like, fine.
So how's your day going, Set?
And Set goes, much better before any of you showed up today.
But I've been here
I
for
almost liked some of you as she walks up the stairs leading you to the.
man. I've been here for 26 years. What you mean?
Yeah, I still wasn't sure about you.
Everyone's sure about me. Let's be real. Come on now.
And so as you walk up, instead of going into the office and they resting here, you see Luke and Leo still there. It was like as you all walk in, and Leo has this like smirk, like one of those like.
Wait, Leo's here too?
Yeah. Leo, you don't recognize him as Leo, but there is a man in the room.
Okay.
In heavy armor. But yeah, so.
But when
Man, we gotta do this over
Wouldn't
lunch
I know?
sometime, guys.
You know of him, but it's not that common you see him.
Okay. Okay. Just because from
Like
some
when you
of the
when you
stuff
walk
that-
in, you think the man is Luke. You don't know who the woman is.
Okay.
Until Seth goes, "Hey Luke, hey Leo," and then you kind of go,
Wait.
and you're a little bit
Okay.
like, "Wait, maybe I understand." But Leo, like, you see Luke, Tara, go, "All right, stand guard, set, lock the door." So ushers them all out, but they're like, "What?"
From the
what?
inside or the outside? I turn around.
Yeah, and then set closes it, stays on the inside.
Okay.
I have a bit of cautiousness in our heads. I'll say, all right, guys, watch what you say here.
And then there's a kind of a group. Yeah, we know. From those who speak, like some don't. Like Kralik probably not, and Kevin probably not. But yeah. And then there's a moment of like a beat of silence, and then Luke just goes,
We have bottle
4
service.
hours. It's been 4 hours since I said to not bring your issues into my country.
This was an issue that was already here.
But is this really your country? Like, it's like kind of split up into thirds, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I
And
like this
is
guy,
my
he
part.
knows what he's
Oh,
talking
and my
about.
husband owns the other part. So 2/3 majority. It's our country.
Yeah, all right. You're right.
That's the first time you've heard that, by the way.
Yeah. yeah.
And she's like, and you? Don't even get me started with you.
41.
He was already here. He was walking from the direction
Yes,
of where this
any
was.
assassin, thief, or any other political entity can be walking around Rata at any point. What'd you do to tick him off?
Well, he existed.
Everybody just turns to.
Yes, and then she
Kevin.
goes, were you responsible for the assassination? Are you an elf?
No,
Are you human?
mostly.
Mostly. I can't ever get a yes or no out of this man. At some
Well,
point,
he
I'm
gave
just
you a
gonna-
no.
I take my helmet off. For once, I like just fine here.
And do you want to actually describe
Whoa.
yourself like the first time ever?
Shiny Man is here.
Give me a second.
Yeah.
What does he look like, Kevin?
It's to find what he looks like.
I'm sorry. Let me get a mirror.
Yeah, what do I look like? Right
He
now?
takes his helmet off, reminds himself in the back of the helmet, goes, all right, okay.
Has a note. This is what you look like.
You really haven't washed your hair in a while, have you?
Honestly, no.
Opens helmet. A note flutters out.
He does have helmet hair real bad.
I barely have hair.
Oh, well, there you go.
Well, it's probably because you wear the helmet all the time, bud.
All right, so his appearance is unkempt, scruffy, and dirty. Cropped short and brown. His haircuts were done by his own knife. He has no facial hair, period, because he got that from the elven side of his heritage. His ears are extremely pointed, as if an elf, but the facial structure is human. And blue eyes, and mostly stoic expression. That's about it.
All right. So that's what Kevin looks like for everyone who's been curious.
Generally unremarkable, but decent looking because of the charisma score.
Yeah.
Somehow.
Somehow.
He tries actively to not look decent.
And in this moment,
That's scruffy.
you're
He got that
succeeding.
scruffy look.
Like, yeah,
suit.
in this
I'm not
moment, you're
decent
kind of
under
succeeding
here.
because it's like the helmet hair, plus like it's sweaty.
Yeah.
You are drenched in sweat under this helmet, even if you've been cooling yourself off.
And then I put it back on like the second.
Yeah. She sees it. She goes, oh, and you put it back on. She goes,
Yeah, goodbye.
okay, fine then.
Hi, Kevin. Bye, Kevin.
She goes, so
That's the longest he's ever had his helmet off.
These are
This
me.
guy's from Shop on Show.
okay, so for some reason, someone in Shaw and Shell wants you. Shaw and Shell and Leccia both want you, gesturing to Faust.
Yeah.
If they knew you were alive, Leccia would want the 3 of you, the 4 of
Nobody
you.
wants me.
Referring to the 4 of you, referring to you, you, Taylor and Anna. And then she goes, And let's not get started
On where you're wanted.
on...
Yeah, you want to talk about this?
Yeah, not to mention... And she kind of looks up to Leo, and Leo goes... Just so you know... Because common courtesy, I may have to come kill you in a couple weeks.
Oh, party on. For our friendly neighborhood, you know who. Assuming...
They will also, but to be honest, I only need one of you gone. And you're the easier one, seeing as he nods to himself, her, Set, and you just in this room.
Valid point.
I gave you fair warning.
Yes.
Oh, we'll
I'm
have to-
always fair.
We'll have to wait and
But
see.
Kevin, can you tell them who he is? The guy that attacked us?
I
They
mean,
might know.
Oh,
I'm still foggy on his name. I just should have
This
Faust.
was Leo
and
talking to me,
Faust is-
right?
What?
This was Leo, not Luke, right?
And roll a insight check for me, which is a d20 plus
Yep.
your insight.
12. It was an 18, but it changed because of the stupid thing.
12 plus...
Plus, where's my insight?
alphabetical.
20.
20? Alright.
Would have been 26.
Fortunately. So what happens is you hear him say it, and you get a feeling that, he at least really thinks he could. You're not 100% sure he's wrong.
What, about Leo coming at me?
Yeah.
Dude, can I roll an insight as to why that might be?
You kind of got the gist already.
I
You
think
were
I
right.
have-
Yeah, he basically said you were right with what you
Okay.
referenced.
Okay.
That you got, yeah.
So Leo, might be. I'll put those connections together.
Leo's not happy with you and
Yeah,
the other
okay,
person at the moment.
Very well.
But
Oof.
back to the rest of you. Faust goes, you ever heard of the Thunel? And you just see both of them look to him and go, seriously? Looks to you. Seriously?
Yes.
What'd you do to tick off that guy?
I was orphaned.
Okay, at some point, existence is no longer an excuse.
He's the dude's property.
You're a slave. Get wrecked.
And then at that, and at your
You actually say that?
random
Yes, I do
comment,
actually say that.
off-camera attack. You see them both kind of go and go. Both of them look to you, and then they look to each other and goes, all right, fine. We're a lot of things here. We're not slavers. We do not believe in the concept of human property. So congrats. You just got a voucher for blowing up half a street.
Right.
How many vouchers till we get a free steak?
At least 22.
Seriously?
We'll stake you right now if you feel like it.
It's alright, I know a place. I got you, man. It's right down the street. You bang a left, you go and take another left, and you're right there.
And as he
I
really does start
don't
giving
know.
Kralik directions to some random steakhouse, that you realize there are no cows in this place, so you don't know what this meat is. But
It's edible and it tastes good, so.
they turn to you and go, we will not protect you. We are not someone who bans people from coming in unless he comes in and does it again.
That's understandable.
Here's the thing, though. You guys just scared, which is saying something, a good portion of the edge of the city's population. So what we're going to need you to do, remember those bandits that we mentioned?
Yeah.
You're going to go into the basement, which have cells. I'm letting you know right now. You're going to sleep there for tonight. And then tomorrow morning, you're being escorted to the edge of town. You too. Because you need to get out of town for right now. And this is Leo talking to you. You need to get out of town right now.
How long?
You know what? I'll leave that to your decision. You come back too soon, and you'll know about it.
Okay.
And goes,
Got a pretty
I
good
actually think
idea.
about it this time. I'll bite my tongue.
That's it. That's more than fair.
so, Set, lock them up, and lead them out tomorrow. If the sun has risen and they're still in this country, you're leaving too. So it's like,
Oh, that'd be fun, Set.
so that's
So
like,
Said, dude, said, join us.
so that's like, nah, I'm good. I've seen what you guys get messed up with. I'm good with just purple worms.
Don't be a wimp.
And he's like, all right, stand up. Come on. And you are all ushered down the stairs to the other side of the room from where the halfling sits, watching you walk across, still armed, down another set of stairs to, honestly, what reminds you kind of what it looked like under the Temple of Hextor. There's no chains, there's no blood, and there's no, like, you know, any particular
nice and
altars.
clean.
But it's stone, it's dank, it's dark, and you're all put in an individual cell, and Set locks it and goes...
Well, I guess it's better than paying for a room. So.
Hey, it's a free bed, free toilet. We got this,
Exactly.
right?
There we go.
And after Faust gets put in, like, Leo and Luke follow down, and he goes, "You're about to send me out into the desert. Can I get some armor?" As he's gesturing to this hole in his.
I pipe. I say, Rata rules. Remember, 8. Arm the people going out.
Yep, and you do, and they go, "Fine." And before the night's over, Set actually does return with some leather armor. It's slightly different, nothing too crazy. It's a similar style, and they throw it into his cage. And
How big is the hole in his chest?
Foot for him.
Bigger than you've ever seen.
Is it a foot?
So you say he's about 5'6", right?
It's about 8 inches to a foot in diameter.
8 inches to a foot.
Are we talking about the literal hole or the metaphor?
I can mend a gap like that as long as it's no larger than a foot.
Not in organic objects.
Not him.
Oh no, the armor's burnt more. The armor singed from the lightning more.
If it's broken apart more than a foot,
it's just gone.
So Set, what are the chances of us getting a drink down here? You know, hook it up, get some wine. I know
I'll
you
get you some water. Maybe a little bit of rum in it.
Yeah, just a little.
Just a little. You know, the kind of stuff that just makes the water from going stale.
Well, that's no fun. Come on, man. How long have I known you? We've been friends.
That's why I'm giving you the rum.
Okay.
I could give you the mosquito-ridden water if you prefer.
No,
or you could just pee in a cup.
Yo, shut up.
And when everything comes back, you all get that. You get pee in a cup. He does give you another cup, but at first, yes. He just, the first thing he hands you, you immediately get the smell, and you're like...
Okay.
And then he goes, and then hands you another one.
I'll remember this, Set.
That's okay. He's a cleric. He can purify the water.
I'm writing this down.
You can drink it.
Yeah, at this, you do see Faust. He does his armor. You were put further cell, too. You couldn't quite have reached over. But he gets his new armor. He goes, if you want to fix it, you can later. But he kind of goes, I'm going to bed. And Faust is the first one kind of just...
Bad, but we got so much to talk about.
Out.
We got all night with this sleepover.
And the rest of you are now stuck with him.
Where are we going to drink when we wake up?
Early morning drink. We're getting kicked to the desert, bud.
Thanks for the locks on this.
How good?
Yeah.
If you want to go for it, you can go for it.
Hey, let's sneak out of here.
I like the way you think. I like the way you think, but I'm not trying to die.
Oh, come on, man.
Gosh.
Homie. Let me explain this. So we just found out that Leo and Luke are married, right?
You just found that out. I've known that when I
so
went to go talk to them.
Those two.
Honestly, for like 4 hours, like.
These two, right? Probably the most powerful people in the country. First, we thought
in this part of the country.
I'm gonna get some rest.
No, right?
Okay, you go to sleep.
I'm gonna cast Lehman's tiny hut.
In his cell?
Disappear.
Okay, so he disappears in his cell all of a sudden.
That's awesome.
Peace. All right.
But yeah.
Oh, that's great.
Dang it.
It is now
I would
comfortable inside
highly
my
not
cell.
recommend crossing them right
It's
now.
now comfortable
Not
inside
only
my
to
cell.
mention.
So
Well, so that person that I was talking about with Leo, someone we don't want to mess with. So feel free to. I'm gonna sit this one out.
Hey, wait, but
there's
we
not
never
a
got full. How close are we?
I was gonna say, what is the cell arrangements?
So.
Well, it's probably like.
So there are.
No, I mean, like,
7
are
of
we
you.
next to each other?
There's a cell in between,
Okay.
and it's yours.
Cool.
So it's on your side. We have Reynolds, then it's Carradine, Kralik, and then him and his disappeared one. On the other side, there was Taylor, who's directly across from you, Anna directly across.
Where? How
and
far?
Faust,
What?
who's asleep
Where is
across
this?
I
from you.
grabbed the bar
Where's the cell in
in
the
my left
top?
hand.
What? Oh, roll some percentiles for me. Sure, we can get into this.
What are you?
Oh dear.
No! What did you do?
He did something stupid. Let's see.
I go,
95.
Oh.
Oh no.
Oh.
No.
Okay.
Before
So-
that happens, I go over to the fruit. Help me, Anna. Jest.
So, hold on.
This is a family
Hold on.
establishment.
Hold on. You've just done something real dumb.
Oh no, he's bringing out a book. Oh,
Um,
not the tables.
Oh dear.
I need to see what the radius is on this.
Look.
Oh no.
Okay. You rushed to the front though, right?
Yes.
That's not far enough away.
Dang it.
If you rushed to Reynolds, you would have been far enough away. I need you both to make dex saving throws. You're at disadvantage because you're kind of the
In
center
the
of it.
middle of it?
So.
How far are these cells apart?
The cells are right next to each other. You could reach out and have touched Kralik.
How far?
Oh,
Like
man.
how
This
wide?
dome is 10 feet that I just cast.
Yeah, you're basically filling this room.
Okay.
They're 10 feet, 10 foot cells. What is your disadvantage saving throw?
6.
8.
Total?
Mhm.
With your saving throw.
Yes.
Wow, and yours?
And mine was a 21.
Okay, so you pass, you fail, but you only take half because.
Wait. I had the wrong thing.
Okay, he's figuring that out. What level is this being cast at?
Oh no.
Okay,
Wait, what just happened?
so all of a sudden, above Kralik,
Sorry, it's a 12.
you are in your hut, but you can see technically, right?
Yeah.
Faust wakes up at this. Roll an Arcana. If you're proficient in Arcana, you can roll it.
Dang it.
You don't really see it get cast, so.
I have
is
no
true.
clue.
Okay, so Faust wakes up, but doesn't know what just happened. But Taylor's like, whoa. As you reach out, and a 10-foot radius centered on you, Flame Strike,
No.
which is 40 feet high. So, the whole building suddenly gets a nice tower of fire. And
Die.
hold on,
I'm gonna
hold
start.
on.
Are you doing this just to have fun? I'm having
Yo,
a great
what
time.
was he thinking?
I'm having a great time, guys. Come on.
Why?
Making the best of this night.
Guys, I'm
Hold
not
on.
involved with you. I don't know you. I'm deucing out.
Okay, so as you do this,
What time is it? Question.
what time is it? Like just after sunset.
So like 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock.
Yeah, it's like 8, 9. So what happens is this
Nobody's
becomes, a
left
nice,
yet.
this becomes a nice beacon for anyone on the street at the moment, as you deal
Well, great. We're banned from.
20
We're
fire
banned from Luke's land.
damage and 16 radiant. You save from half
Yep.
for both of you.
Oh, thank goodness.
Because you save from half.
Because that would have taken me out.
Yeah, but here's the issue. Yes, like you're still wounded from their fights, so you take 10 fire and 8 radiant, so 18, and you take 18 of the same. Now let me check that halfling above. Ooh, that's a natural one. And for Luke, who is still sitting in her with Leo.
So Leo too. Then.
Ooh, all right. So you do this, and it happens. You're like,
That was awesome.
and there's like a moment, couple beats of silence. You have no idea how this just happened. The
Yeah.
flame strike just struck him in a cell. No one seemed to have cast it. You're inside your hut, just looking at it, going, "What?" As
I have
Faust,
backed up into the corner
I get
of
a
the
20.
cell.
I get a 26. I know what it is.
you know what it
Guys,
is, but you
just
don't
play
know
it
like
cool.
how it got started. Like
A
as far as
26.
you don't. There was no verbal. There was no
So he
somatic.
just.
There was nothing.
How hot is this? Does this like
Fair
melt the bars off the?
No.
No.
Guys,
No,
just play
it
it cool.
becomes-
It's okay.
It becomes a nice red hot bar, but it doesn't like melt it. It just kind of heats them up for a flash.
yes, it is.
Cools 'em.
So there's just a giant flame strike that just burnt the building. And
I didn't know what I was doing.
Oh, so here's the thing. You're kind of whispering at this as door flies open and Set goes, "What?" As Leo and Tara walk in, and they look to see the singed ceiling over your cell, and your cell, because it's in the middle, as you're hiding in the corner and you're whistling.
I don't know what your bars have on them, but all I did is grab it.
Middle of your sentence. I need you to make a will saving throw.
Oh my god.
I still gotta figure out my damage.
10.
So I don't know. And it just dead stops.
Oh boy.
And the door's unlocked. Luke walks in.
Oh no.
Does a 24 hit you?
Do I hear anything?
Yeah.
Do you hear anything?
Yeah.
From them doing stuff?
Like, do I hear any? Do I hear anything?
Like in what? Like right what's happening in this moment?
Like, period. Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Luke casts a spell, hold person.
Okay.
Tara walks in with a rapier.
Oh boy. Oh my god, he's still rolling. What the heck?
And you're gonna take 38 piercing damage.
You get shanked, boy.
You
I've been
got
shanked
Hey, you
harder.
wanted to sing?
And you're still at your wounded
Yeah,
from
I'm like-
other stuff, right?
Yeah.
And so she stabs you.
oof. Yo, bud, was that the wisest choice?
I grabbed the bar. That's all I did.
You're still held.
You can't say.
That's it in my head.
You,
That is true.
you can. You're like, I grabbed the phone, nothing else. You're all hearing this in your head. But, so she just stabs him right in the gut. And you see her look in your eyes and go, you do anything, that even makes me feel like something's happened, and next stab is going to be through your neck. And I'm not letting anybody save you. She turns around,
Ruh-roh, Shaggy.
locks it, and then you see him drop, and they both just walk out. And Seth just goes, what? He lets them go, the door closes and goes, what the crap did you guys just do?
I didn't do nothing.
I grabbed the bar.
Homie's full of magic somehow. I don't know what's up with him, but like you need
I
to
don't
tame
have
him.
magic.
He comes over to you and like ushers you forward. He goes, that wasn't a joke. And I don't want to see your funeral just because you being dumb. There is nothing on these bars. This is not the magical place. I don't know what you just did or what curse you're under, but maybe you should stay away from metal things.
Yeah.
For
probably should.
your own safety.
She didn't even ask me if I did it.
She did.
Faust could have cast that on me.
Sometimes I wonder who's smarter, him or me.
It's definitely me.
It's just
Right.
like, that was weird. Just,
Yeah, man. We'll see what happens.
No one can acknowledge the fact myself basically doesn't exist.
Nope.
Right now.
they didn't see, they weren't paying
I know,
attention.
I'm just
I
saying.
didn't care.
But then as Seth's like walking away, he goes, stops, he goes, wait.
He's still there.
You know what? Not my problem. I didn't see this because
Tiny
I
hut.
didn't see it.
Tiny Hut actually makes a hut, doesn't it?
No, it's a.
No, it's a dome that's visible.
It's an opaque bubble.
Yeah, but it's seen. It's visible.
It's visible, but like it's coming out of my cell.
No, it's a 10-foot. Like your 10-foot thing
You just see a
basically
bubble.
fits bar to bar to bar to bar.
You're just sitting in a bubble.
Yeah.
Yourself.
Like it fits
Yeah.
near perfectly in this.
Explanation-wise, it technically would have severed some stuff, maybe, because it
if
encompasses what's in it, even objects.
Yeah. It's
Whatever.
It's weird, but the opaque bubble shows. It's something you can see, and he's just like, "That's weird." If he comes out a butterfly, let me know. And Seth then walks out.
I'll send you a painting.
So after that, Faust just kind of looks at you and goes, "That was real dumb."
Hey, I didn't know it was gonna happen.
Oh, by the way, roll your
Oh, right.
Arcana for that, or an intelligence check.
Is our telekinesis magical? Not telekinesis, telepathy magical.
Yes, in a way, it's one of those weird things. What was the roll?
14.
You kind of get a sort of gist,
Yeah.
but you're not entirely sure how you did that one.
Okay, so I'm asking what the deuce just happened
I
to
literally.
everyone.
Well, are you?
Oh.
Because spell effects can't go past the barrier.
So you're not hearing it.
Yeah, I can't hear anything.
Yeah, he's not hearing this.
I
Even,
am
oh, the
finally okay.
telepathy, even.
No, he's not hearing the telepathy, but everyone else can. As you're
Alright.
like, what just happened?
Like,
And
what are
Faust
y'all
goes-
trying to die? Like, is this what you're trying to do?
Listen,
Is this your goal?
So-
live.
Good
Thanks.
name.
How many hit points are you at? Not much.
like I'm just
One good
wondering
smack
because
and
like
I'm
you
dead.
come here, you're blowing up streets, you're blowing up the jail cell. Like,
I didn't blow up anything. She's
So-
barely done anything since I got here.
I put my hand up. I put my hand up, and I'm like, have some magic in here.
I'm gonna cut that thing off.
So this is the first time you're kind of seeing it too, Karen, and you're not really you're not perceptive enough to have seen it before.
I've had this for a little while now.
You recognize the symbol though.
Oh,
You
don't
don't.
touch anything with that.
And so
Ever?
every now and
So
then
wait,
I
what happens if we put a glove on you? Does it like constantly activate? Like I'm kind of curious. Like, can we test it? Is this like a testing thing?
this isn't a testing thing.
Here.
I test it when I want to test it.
Bag of holding?
No.
Just keep it in there?
No.
So what happens if I poke it?
Don't
Like
accidentally.
if I walk up and I just go,
anything
whoop,
And you touch my.
Are you're
It
talking
depends if I'm mad at you or not.
You're talking telepathically, right? Dang it.
no,
I didn't.
I'm talking out loud.
Oh
right
yeah,
now.
I guess they're talking out loud.
Oh yeah, if they're trying to put a bag of holding, I can hear that. I just like go through the bars, like just the edge of my barrier. I'm like, no. Like,
Like,
do
like
you
I'm
want
really
a portal
curious.
inside that? Like,
Oh,
no.
I pick up a rock.
That'd be
Hey,
fine.
catch this, bud.
Do you want a dimensional space in a dimensional space?
Roll just Dex real quick.
His hand is a dimensional space?
You don't know what that thing can do.
I don't catch it.
Well, yeah, okay. So you go to catch it with
This
your
is
right
a
hand, but
dexterity saving
it-
throw.
it
Then I probably
it
do.
sticks off the bar a bit, and you kind of miss it,
Yeah.
and it falls. And you're like,
Well, so, when I touch things with this hand, spells get cast. I don't know what spells get cast. There's been different ones. I made myself fly the other day.
So like if you scratch yourself, like you can just bloop.
Yeah, I guess so.
Bloop.
I healed myself one time. That was pretty
And-
fun.
And in your head, you do hear, goes, there is an intent. I'm not that chaotic.
Yeah, so apparently DIM does control what spell gets cast in some way, shape, or form.
That's not what I said.
There's an intent behind what I cast. Whatever. I don't really care. I touch stuff.
Yo, do push-ups.
Stuff happens.
How many push-ups can you do, man?
I don't know. How many one-arm push-ups can I do?
Roll of strength.
Hey.
20?
Athletics, right?
A lot. Like, look at this way. You ask him, and he just starts going.
What about with the other arm though?
Oh, we won't test that one right here because I don't
I'm
want to die.
curious, all right?
No.
You hear?
Maybe once we get out in the
I'm a
desert.
very inquisitive.
You want to
person.
shake my hand?
As
We'll
you-
just
as
let's
you
do
do
that
it,
when you
let's
get
do
out.
it.
When we get out, you can just go between
Yeah,
us
no,
right
as
now.
you're talking about this, Taylor goes, he'll touch you all you want later.
Whoa! Hey, I make the touching jokes here.
He's like, I'm trying to go to sleep. And then Taylor goes back to her corner and tries to go to sleep.
I wasn't talking to you. All
Yeah,
right,
go back to
Missy?
your corner and think about us touching each other.
Yeah, we touch each other when we want.
Ah,
Yeah, you're in the middle of these cells.
I'm not writing that one down.
And I was just like, I think I prefer this side. Like, it was in, like, against the wall. And you just hear, sorry.
I make some earplugs out of prestidigitation.
Alright.
Plugs out of prestidigitation.
Now about that drink.
I really want to get a drink.
So now
Do I have my thieves' tools on me?
Yeah. None of your stuff was taken.
Right.
So now everyone is basically sleeping, not visible or attempting to sleep, except for you three.
Attempting to sleep. I'm attempting to sleep.
So Kevin is in a bubble, in a huddle, like on the ground, with his hands over his ears, trying to sleep.
Hey, buddy,
Can you guys talk on that side? I'll talk on the sleep.
you want to swap cells? Like, I'm sure we could convince them to let us do that, right?
Right. Hey, Seth.
You get set. Get over
Seth,
here.
get in here, please.
You know,
Yeah, no, I don't think you can hear us. Sorry,
I could probably make a switch anyways.
you're out of luck. Sucks.
It's okay, Carradine. Grab my hand. You'll go to sleep.
Maybe.
I'm just kidding.
Yo,
Go,
so
go,
what
go.
happens if he grabs your hand and I grab his hand? Will something affect me?
Hey,
I
Diane.
don't think I
Can
can.
it chain?
Grab my hand. All right.
Sit in my head.
No answer.
No answer. So it probably can chain.
So while you guys are bantering and joking about this, hey, Kevin.
Who's responding?
No.
Who's talking? What?
I'm just getting your attention.
Yeah.
You get the earplugs in, the sound of the world fades, and then you hear, what, that's it? You're just going to let them attack each other? And you have the voice in your head speaks.
Yes. Who are you?
I don't know,
That's
but
That's not actually surprising.
you used me to attack someone.
Oh no.
As yes, the realization strikes you that you are talking to your sword, as it vibrates ever so slightly
Awesome.
on your hip or on your back. I don't know where you carry it.
Hip, yeah.
Hip. And he goes, "I don't appreciate that." And then it gets a little silent. Again.
Then I guess it won't happen again.
Doesn't
Maybe.
respond. Yeah.
Then
There's just a you can feel like you just got like
Yeah.
talked to, and you're like,
I take it off and just throw it on the ground.
yeah, you push it to the side. And then the rest of you, unless you decide to do something else.
Nah.
I'm gonna sneak it. Let's sneak out. Let's do it, bud. Look, hear me out. Hear me out.
Sleeping.
Look.
Okay,
So
you're
I-
only willing to do this because you know it might actually get me killed.
No. Listen.
My question though is,
I can teleport to
Hold
dark
on 1
places. We got this. We come back before the night's over.
Then why don't you just go out, get the drinks, and then come back?
That's a good idea.
Alright, before wait.
is it when it's wielded or when
That's
I'm
nice.
attacking with
Not
it?
as adrenaline.
With 2 hands.
You,
go for it.
you identified with it, right?
Wait, question. If I grab him
I've
and I do my
attuned with it.
One second.
Do you have to be attuned with it to
I don't believe you
Hear
can
it?
take anybody with
and
you.
to be affected by its will save?
You have to be attuned to have it be anything other than just a basic weapon, but it can still talk to you.
True.
When you're not attuned.
What I mean though is, if I give it to someone, they pick it up with 2 hands. Are they struck?
No, the effects of all of it. It can talk, but it can't cause any effects unless you're attuned.
Okay.
Just like, but
So Shadow Step. If I grab him, can I go to? Can we both
it
teleport
does
to
not
Shadow?
allow you to take another person.
That's unfortunate.
I have
No.
so many ways out of here.
Oh no! Most of the party has
all
ways
have
out
ways
of here.
out.
The question is, are you guys just gonna do it? Is the issue?
No.
I'm a little less willing now.
Yeah, after you just got stabbed
Shame.
for 38.
Okay, anyone can get stabbed while being held.
That's what I'm saying.
I'm not impressed by her.
You didn't get stabbed. You just got shanked.
It's
a little
about the
different.
beer.
I know.
Oh, it
You
could have
want
been
beer?
worse.
I'm tired of these sideline attacks. All right. I feel like I'm not in a safe zone.
You're not.
Oh, very well.
You chose the splash zone seat. Congrats.
All right. I guess we'll go to bed then.
So, okay. So, in this day in which you have crossed the desert, part of the desert, fought purple worms, been attacked, been imprisoned, for some of you, flame struck and then stabbed, you all finally get a chance to sleep.
Eaten. Don't forget that.
You were eaten. It's
Yes.
true. Yes, this has been a long day.
Very long day.
Also, your goblins are on a ship.
We shipped our goblins.
Oh yeah. Speaking of, where are the goblins at?
Yeah.
Well, I don't know.
There's
this.
there's a quick answer of just on a ship, go to bed. That's like the entire room's quiet outside of you just asking this random question.
1 sheep, 2 sheep, 3 sheep, 4 sheep, 5 sheep, 6 sheep, 7 sheep,
on.
8 sheep, 9 sheep, 10 sheep, 11 sheep, 12 sheep, 13
Okay.
sheep, 14
Does
sheep, 15 sheep,
a
16 sheep, 17 sheep,
does a
18 sheep.
26 hit you?
Is that just higher than my armor class?
He has
So 21, yes.
incurred his wrath.
So Taylor
Poor Taylor.
has a very interesting dagger that flies over to you.
That's beautiful.
Okay, so I have something to uncanny dodge.
Yes, you can have the damage of a
Yeah.
damage from an attack. You
Evasion.
can see,
He's
which
got that thing.
you
oh
are
my
currently
gosh.
on the ground with your eyes closed, just counting 1 sheep, 2 sheep. So I'm gonna say you don't really see this coming.
I got my circle thingy.
That is true. You are aware. Didn't roll well. So you do take 10 points, which you can have to because of your yes. If you have that on, you
I
can,
always have it on.
so you can kind of like half shirk away from it. But what's
Doesn't
interesting is
matter.
it shanks you, and you go to reach for it, and then there's nothing there.
Okay. Okay. So
Um,
mine's 5.
This is a mean little dagger.
And then you hear.
So that's how we're feeling tonight. Jeez.
and you do for the first time I think you've ever heard. You hear Faust go, "Thank you."
Wow, that's how we're feeling.
Wait. He hears.
I sit up.
He hears the dagger. You all hear, like if you're awake, you hear the dagger fly across the
He
room.
hears.
Dagger. Faust speaks.
So I teleport into Taylor's.
This is the dagger I'm thinking of, right? Or is that a
Go to bed.
No.
It might be a different dagger.
the dagger of silence?
No. It's not the dagger of
So
silence.
I teleport into Taylor's room, go, and teleport back to my room.
Wow.
Okay. Taylor then Misty steps into yours and attempts to stab you again.
Well, I throat punch her.
Okay, so right, roll an attack. Both of you gonna roll an attack.
No.
So a D6, right?
No, you gotta roll
a
the
D20
attack.
to
I
hit.
roll D20.
You have to beat her.
This is adding to the narrative.
2.
So you miss. However, she rolls a.
Use this dice.
She's this one. Plus 9, so a 25.
Ouch.
Just for the giggles of it, she's gonna burn her second level smite.
Oh.
Wow.
She really doesn't like you.
No, she doesn't. So you're gonna take 21,
Okay.
and then she goes, "Shut up,"
Can we stop stabbing each other?
and then she Misty steps back, and the whole thing kind of falls silent. As the biggest issue too is when she does this, a nice glowing lights up the whole cell area. You'll know what just happened, and you're like, "Ow!"
Very well.
And she teleports
You're a
back.
very angry person, you know?
And Faust goes, "You really need to learn how to stop talking."
But that wouldn't be fun, would it now?
And it falls to silence. And then
6 sheep, 7 sheep, 8
Okay.
sheep. 9 sheep.
to avoid potential deaths of party members from your guys' decisions to do all of this,
Bedtime.
you manage to sleep. You regain all of your hit points and half of the hit dice you've used if you've done any on a short rest, or up to half of them. So everyone's back to full.
Oh.
And just after the 8 hours, which you slept most of the night, you have a chance to kind of any spellcasters to choose your spells, blah blah blah. Right as Set kind of comes back in and goes, "All right, up to Daisy."
Awesome. I'm actually going to put on my half plate.
All right.
And then I'll mental Anna.
Oh, that's what I should have done.
Can you do that cooling thing for me as well?
Oh yeah, I think probably.
I can't.
I think I can. I managed to figure it out myself, so sure, it shouldn't be that different. And it's not. While you're walking
This is gonna suck.
away from the cell, where the roads surprisingly are still very busy. It does not seem like there's a time when like the city particularly has a down moment. There are plenty of people looking like they're just getting up or just going away, or people who look like they're just going about their day. Humans, elves, of all races, of all types of armor and weapons, just walking around. But as Set leads you through, there seems to be a couple acknowledgments, a couple looks of fear, and a couple like one guy starts a small slow clap as you guys walk by.
Thanks, dude. I'm in. I'm in.
And Set leads you out about an hour to the gate, about an hour and a half to the wall. And right as you see the sun starting to crest, he's just like, and out you go.
Bye, Set. When you coming with us?
If one of you dies, maybe.
Before we leave,
Yeah.
do you know anything about these guys?
Oh, right. He pulls out a piece of paper, kind of like unfurls it, this crumpled thing that he has, and goes, let's see. That info was crossed out. That info was crossed out. That part's singed. I think that might be a point.
Oh, I was supposed to add the 9 to
Okay,
it.
so bandits in force, sorta related to the cantilevers. I think you already guys knew that part from the way she
I know,
describes it.
but
North, west, under the mountain,
under the mountain.
and so yeah, you're walking to the mountain today. Or
Oh,
you can go wherever you feel like. I don't really care. But you all, if you want to get to the blade, you want to get that approval and get this all kind
Oh,
of
we're to the
washed
south.
clean.
We're doing the blade. I thought we went because Luke's territory is the north.
Well, that's where we're trying to go.
She's saying
That's
if you
endgame.
want to
Oh,
go to the
okay,
blade.
okay. Sorry.
If you want to go to the blade, you want to get this washed clean and get yourself a nice little gold star and be able to head south, then go take out the bandits, bring back some kind of form of that you've succeeded.
Should take their tongues.
That's not.
You may get a babysitter at some point. Maybe. I'm not privy to that.
Crybaby?
No. Speaking of, Crybaby! Crybaby goes, Set! Oh, what? Hi!
I think he was sleeping, Seth.
Goes, oh, I know he was.
It's a great
You
watch.
need another rock to your head? No.
I got one. Here you go.
You see him kind of like hide. Show me your face, boy. Yeah.
Just saying, that sounds like a half month's pay times 2 kind of problem.
Yeah. Half month pay, what? Times 2.
It's when you go to Captain's Mast, you get your pay cut in half.
Yes. Just the way you phrase it.
Oh, yeah.
He goes, whatever. Yeah, you're feeding me your lunch for the next month. Set! What? What?
You need to lose some weight anyways, bud.
Kind of looks down and goes, how can you tell?
Man, look at that belly. I can
You
tell that
can't,
from a
yeah,
mile
you
away.
can't see anything but his head at the moment.
I've seen him before.
Yeah, you have. So he's just like, and Seth's like, all right, everyone out, everyone out.
All right.
He goes, get down here. You do anything stupid while I was gone? And you guys hear
Yeah,
this
fell asleep on the
conversation.
job.
I'm walking away.
Yeah. So as you guys are all kind of like,
Yeah.
you throw the camera
Filing
over your
out,
shoulder,
yeah.
but you know you're walking away, and you're hearing, no, I didn't do nothing stupid. I did what you do. People come in, I give them their test. He goes, since when were you allowed to give tests? You left me in charge. No, I left you in charge of sitting on top of a wooden thing. He goes, well, isn't that the job? And he's just like, ah!
Smackdown, baby.
And this is kind of as this fades as you start walking into the desert again, as the sun just starts to rise.
So, fellas.
Oh boy.
There's like a fairly uniform.
Who wants to play I Spy?
I spy sand. I spy sand.
Sand.
I
So,
spy a purple world.
Sand around here.
Not again.
all right. However, you know it's going to be about a 3-day walk to the mountain.
Oh boy.
This will be fun.
Always is.
Great.
I thought it was- we're just once again just not gonna talk about
No.
anything or
We're gonna talk about stuff.
I want to touch the sand.
Yo, do it! Do it!
roll percentiles.
Oh my gosh.
I run away.
I'm giddy clapping in the back.
Yeah, there's a few of the smarter people are immediately
82.
And I run.
from so far away.
Couldn't get away.
I'm
Okay.
giddy clapping from behind a rock.
As nothing
find
happens.
Okay.
Oh.
You,
Man,
you do it.
it
You
happens
hit,
sometimes.
You hit the sand
Yeah.
and
Oh wait, but I get. Or no.
you don't see any
There's
effect.
no effect. Oh, dang it.
So
Oh,
You-
thank goodness it was
you
What?
touch the
Let
sand
down.
and you kind of lift and there's just a small kind of handprint and you're like,
Man.
I'm gonna keep about a 20-foot distance away from him. 30.
Nothing.
there's nothing. You're looking down at it. For those at home
So, like,
curious,
question.
he made a really smart pile of dirt.
So, question. If I cut your hand off and I use your hand, can
Not
I use
cutting
that
my
to
hand off.
No, this in theory, right?
Probably.
Could I
but
then use your
no.
hand to touch things?
Well, I mean.
Well, to make it magic happen.
Oh, I don't know. That's no clue.
You can always use his hand to touch things.
True,
That's what I was
true,
gonna
true,
say,
true.
but-
I concur. Does anyone
As
have
I say
something
from-
oh, wait, I have a...
30 feet away.
All right, let's keep on moving. There's nothing to see here.
So, hear me out, bud. I've got this ring, right? Makes you rejuvenate body parts.
I'm not giving you my hand.
But you could have a new one. Like, you see these fingers? You
They're
see
not all
they're
your
different?
fingers. I get it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but-
okay. No, you're not getting my hand.
Please.
No, I have the power
From a
here.
distance off here. Ew.
Yeah, you do notice during this conversation with him, most of the rest of the group has, unless you stay by, has separated pretty heavily from whatever this is between.
If I die, you can have my hand.
Awesome.
Again.
All right, guys.
So just so we don't have any more surprises, who's wanted in which countries and why might you be? Oh, and I'd like to talk about, pasts that we remember, even if the past we don't remember.
What?
I don't know. I'm throwing stuff out here.
He gave
because-
us as much as he remembers.
I did.
All right, so if
Well,
you're
I didn't hear anything of that.
And so while you guys are bickering, Anna goes, Leccia only. Maybe the south end of Clayton.
Why would you be wanting the south
I don't
end
want
of
to talk
Glen?
about it.
I
It's,
want to talk about it's where I'm from.
what's the map?
There are some people out there I may have had to escape from who might think that I'm technically property. So I don't know how that fits in all this.
I'm just pulling.
I'll
the
put in
map
a
up.
good word with you and my dad.
Cool. Another slave.
Highly recommend not going to the Baradon.
We
At
just
said
least a certain area.
So yeah, he
Who just said that?
Anna.
Okay.
Honestly, and then he brings up
The Baron.
Guys, yeah. So.
Oh dear. So that's out of the question.
Faust goes,
Yeah. So
were
there's.
you and Jasper responsible for the attempted assassination?
Oh, hello.
This is Faust. Faust's like,
So.
Jasper.
So there's this one group, this clan. They're called the Orpho. They're kind of like
Do
the
I know
clan of the
anything
king
about
of the Baradon.
Roll in knowledge history and.
Oh, well, I'm explaining, but
Yeah.
okay.
Well, yeah, this is just how much they know.
Okay,
Because you
17.
don't actually know exactly the truth either. But
I rolled a 19,
okay.
and it was a 19.
So yeah, you, Faust, and what was yours?
17.
17. You know basically what he knows. You and Faust do. Faust rolls a natural 20.
Thank you.
So the Orphos are technically heavily related to the king. They are not. They are the closest related family under the direct royal line. The royal line of the Thorcanes, they're
I feel like I'm going to be doing that a lot.
couple generations back, their daughter married into the Orpho clan. The Orpho clan is now basically the second.
So yeah,
Most
about
powerful.
12 years ago or so, we may have been up there. Some stuff might have gone down. It's been a while, but
So you tried to kill a dude.
Is this
So-
where Jasper died?
yeah.
So,
And I'm just gonna have you roll persuasion, basically.
I'm not rolling I'm not trying to persuade anyone.
persuasion on.
No, it's just for something else.
Nat 20.
Okay.
Is that for all of us? Or?
No. It was
Just
basically.
Okay.
He's, as far as everyone's aware, he seems to be being very just honest that Jasper died doing this.
But no one else knows who Jasper is except for Faust.
Well,
Right?
they've
They
heard
haven't-
the
they know.
name because he did say it earlier, but
And
it was just whether or not Faust, like how
If he's explaining. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, fair enough. Thank you.
that was
do I
all.
know
it was.
anything else about dwarves in particular?
So between you and Faust, well, just for your mind, just for what you know, what'd you roll?
19.
19. You know that they're a very structured society. They're very isolated. Not the biggest fans of Shaban Shell or the magic from within it. But again, they're very isolated. You haven't actually met very many dwarves. So most of your stories have been stories of stories of stories. So you don't know how many of them are real. Or
Are
how
there
many
any
of them
grudge
just-
stories?
What? How many?
Grudge stories?
Like vengeance?
Like holding a grudge for.
Yes. Oh, they still hold Shaban Shell. That's why.
Yeah, and then I go. They're never going to let that go.
He says that to you.
Oh yeah. Oh, I know. We're going to kill the clan. Oh, also,
Wait,
so just a
what?
little bit backstory. There's this dude named Vasa in the Rata. He's basically he's a. Do we have a term to just stalt like?
No, it's just
Yeah,
the
that's-
People like
okay.
us.
basically people like us. Yeah.
So he's kind of like us, bit strong, way stronger, and he kind of wants to kill me because I've been doing stuff, maybe taking some contracts here or there.
And then Anna goes, "Wait, is this the assassination thing Leo was talking about?"
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, that's the one.
So we're going to have to
Taylor
stay
goes,
out here for how long?
I have permission to kill you.
Wait, who?
We all have permission to kill you.
Oh, well,
Basically.
hello.
Yeah, there's suddenly a moment. Like Taylor's like something
told
like
us,
bright and
Leo's-
smiling.
Leo told us that we either kill you, Vasa, or the contractor.
Let's kill Vasa. Like, I'm with this one, you know? Like, we're all friends here, we're talking.
Faust goes, we will come to that issue later.
Oh, well, no,
You've got 2 weeks.
I kind of feel like we should resolve this now, because, like, I'm not trying to
I
die
mean,
in
if
my
we want to
sleep.
resolve it now.
Oh, no, I'm not trying to die in my sleep. That's what I'm saying.
This is Taylor. Taylor's like, I mean, we can resolve it right now.
I'm for the vote.
How fast is everyone?
I'll go with Leo.
Fast.
2 weeks. In 2 weeks, the situation gets resolved, right?
2 weeks.
We have 2 months to resolve
no.
both the issues.
What Leo
For him.
told him.
Oh, yeah.
Leo said 2 weeks. He gave you a 2-week notification that he was coming for you.
No, he said potentially in 2 weeks.
He's gonna make his decision to go for him or not. in 2 weeks.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So you stay out of the
He said that's why he said stay out. Yeah.
stay out of the Rata for say
A few
3
weeks,
weeks.
it'd be safe.
We should be fine. We've got 2 months.
Yeah, that's what this was for. That's why I left earlier, because they shot that. I was trying to figure out who it was.
And so you
Yeah,
say that?
speaking
Yeah.
Faust
I'm
goes,
gonna put it out there. And like you see, because I'm assuming I still have the bolt. I hold on to it. Yeah, see, second chance. It's the second one they shot at me. Kind of confused the first one. This was the second one. So then I just darted off, started running after him, trying to figure it out. And that's why I left you, Faust. My bad.
So
Buddy.
you decided just to chase after an assassin after
Whoa.
they shot a bolt at you.
Oh yeah, I want to know who did it. Wouldn't you do it? Or you just let him get away and come kill you later?
No, but you don't go chase them into an ambush.
The best way to
Oh, you know.
They didn't exactly fire the bolt at us well.
Well, maybe it was just a bad shot. He could have slipped. You don't know.
Seems contradictory to the powerful, skilled person that you just
Well,
described.
Obviously, it wasn't Vasa.
Alright. Obviously. Faust kind of looks to you all.
Yeah.
Anyway.
So we're going after these bandits then? Can I tag along? Am I like running off?
Guess that's up to you. All we're doing right now is walking across a desert.
You're free to do what you want.
Well, that sounds fun.
We're not holding
You
you
have
to
the
any-
whole desert.
The whole
So
wide
many
world.
holes to bury you in, you hear Taylor kind of say from behind.
No, Taylor, why can't we just be friends? Like,
Because you're you.
come here, give me a hug. I want a hug.
Do you really? Do you really?
Yeah, there's a, and you see Taylor to you and go, why don't we give him a hug? It tries to like
Oh, please
gesture
don't.
you that way. you like shake your head.
I'll go a little bit that way.
Okay, and so all of a sudden, Taylor and Krellick are both approaching you, and they seem to be coming on opposite sides of you.
I'm not sure how I feel about this.
It's okay, bud. We're just gonna give you a big old group hug.
I don't like this.
Big ol'.
You asked for it.
You start moving a bit faster.
Yeah.
Okay. So nothing comes of it, but yeah.
Yet.
Yeah.
I
You
was just
just-
trying to get Taylor to be friendly.
She was trying to be friendly, and you ran away.
It seemed very aggressive to me. All right, why can't we be friends here?
Because you run away when we try to hug you.
Well, I just want to hug one person at a time. All right.
Right. She can hug you, and then I'll hug you.
No, why don't you start? It's handshake.
I'll shake your hand. I'm curious.
He
Nope.
volunteers. No. Just no.
Nope.
Pansy.
Okay. So you guys banter, bicker. Your question gets completely overridden at this point.
What was your question again, bud?
So you still continue it. You don't let it drop. So Baron on, Anna, Lechia, Glitten, Faust goes. Lechia, Shaban Shell.
No, yeah, I know why
much
you're
everywhere,
wanted,
right?
bud.
Yeah, let's move on.
Yeah.
Maybe even the Underdark. You want it down there?
No, everyone who knew me about there is gone.
Okay.
For the most part.
For the most part,
You can't kill everyone who sees you.
I guess.
I mean,
You can try. Just takes a while.
depends on where you go, where you live. There are a bunch of factors into this, you know?
Moving on.
Usually
Shaban Shell. And nothing else you can remember?
An orphan mercenary with a bad history of setting things on fire. What else do you want? Huh?
Okay.
So also Lechia, for the most part, if we ever find out you're the one who
Yes,
started those
sure.
fires. Taylor's like, ooh, right, I did start a lot of fires as well in Lechia.
Yep.
So yeah, if they ever piece it together that it's me,
Surprisingly, not many in Lechia.
Oh, I just realized I get +10 to my dex saves.
Surprisingly, not many in Lechia.
not too many in Lechia, yeah. Taylor kind of took over the firebug in Lechia. You two?
I only know Lechia.
Okay, good. Because I know I wanted to let you.
How much are
Not
you
just
wanted
by
for
much,
is the real question. Now I'm curious.
You mean
Probably
who
not
I'm
more
wanted
than
by?
you.
Yeah, I'm probably pretty wanted. Not gonna
I'm
lie.
probably wanted by both the churches there.
Huh, yeah.
Oh, right.
Yeah,
Take off
them.
the deities. I was thinking of the mob. Taylor points to herself.
You're the mob, yeah.
Yeah, the mob wants me there.
Which I'm kind
like
of
it.
in on that.
Anna goes, you did forget we did get spotted by the people in the throne room.
Hextor
Apparently.
and Heronius won. That's all.
So we got a mob girl over here. Nice.
And Hexter and Heronius.
Offer your hand.
Yeah, Hexter and Heronius.
Exto Heronius.
Oh.
Yeah. And so Faust is like, I don't know about the gods. I didn't really tick them off that much, if I'm honest.
Yeah, I know you didn't.
No, you're just
Well-
one of DIM's main pieces.
You
So
might
are
have.
all of us.
Hextor.
Hextor, oh, who cares about Hextor? Hextor's
Not me.
upset about everything and everybody.
I don't
Right.
care about the gods. Woohoo!
And in your head alone, you go, I'll make you care. It's just this whispered voice that
I
is
like-
a bit more
I was gonna say
bold
what
than
you
it's
say.
been in the past as you
Is
grew
it-
up. Like, it's much more clear now.
I like it when you talk dirty to me.
You just say this out loud.
No, I say this in my
Oh,
head to
okay.
him.
Do we all hear it?
No, only the one person who hears everything said that. Hears it.
Ugh.
Faust goes, what?
Don't worry about it. It's the voice in my head. That it happens on occasion. I like to talk back to him.
Oh,
He never
jeez.
acknowledges me, really. Like,
No, he doesn't acknowledge much.
but I like to try.
Okay, moving on. You mentioned histories.
Yeah.
War criminal, assassin. We know Anna's. Taylor's, we know. I know yours. I think we mostly know yours. You don't know, but
Man,
do you have anything special that you've ticked somebody off about?
Oh no, unless you want to count all the pit fires in the Strand.
They don't go much places. And then
They usually stay there.
the walking mystery of you have no
Especially
memory
after you
whatsoever.
Beat them.
This is Anna, sorry. Anna's like, you have no memory whatsoever.
So no memory, it's just limited to what I was told. I had a target. That's about it.
Did you have a target when you went to the Strand?
No. I left at that point.
Roll an intelligence for me.
You want under or over?
Just what's that plus your intelligence modifier?
Let's see. Modifier or
Yeah.
saving throw?
Modifier.
It's a 14.
It's 14. When you say that, there's an inkling in the back of your head that doesn't. No, that's right. No, yeah,
Mm.
right. But you have there's no memory. Nothing pops up. There's all of a sudden there's a second of doubt that it goes away.
Okay.
Like no, yeah. No.
sort of Faust in my head. Like, so, have you ever heard? This is only to Faust, by the way. Oh, where did that go? Of Dotsmatics.
Not particularly.
We'll talk later.
Great.
I smile.
And at
Oh,
this.
you're smiling again.
And that's basically because you're all confused and suspicious. There's more conversations about your past. Krullik's parentage kind of gets brought up a little bit, but not too much that he doesn't want to share that he hasn't already. Pit fights, mystery. We kind of all circle around back to you eventually, where everyone just kind of looks to you and goes,
What do you-
Baronon, you ever kill anyone in the Lechia or Shylon Shelley and get caught?
Not really.
Okay, so...
Really?
I can neither confirm nor deny if I've been there.
So he's
Oh,
been there.
give me a break. You're in the middle of a desert.
No one knows. We're good. We're good.
He's been there.
Now
That's
the
fine.
blade-
He's probably
yes.
wanted both.
The blade's kind of sketchy. Like,
Yeah, the blade doesn't have a person.
no, it doesn't have a person, but it's a lot. Like,
So you've been to the blade.
oh yeah, there's this big old temple thing. You see the little rock floating around my head? That's
Real
where that
quick,
came from.
Just to ease my exhaustion,
Oh yeah, just so.
Might I know what it is?
I'm gonna start
Arcana.
casting Phantom
Arcana.
Steed
Okay.
as a ritual.
3.
No, dude.
There's just a stone that seems to be floating around his head.
Yep, it is. What's the name of it again?
23.
Ion
The
Stone.
Ion Stone. Yeah.
Yeah. You don't know enough about them. You've heard about them.
Yeah.
It's not a common thing.
Right.
Apparently, they're in the blade though.
Knowledge.
At least I think I got it from the blade. Maybe I got it from the bear.
He's a rock dude.
You do believe him that he found it in the blade because you've never seen it elsewhere. He's looking up what it does.
No. I know what it does.
What does it do?
I can't remember where I got it from. If it's the blade or.
It was the blade.
There, yeah, it was the blade.
What's it do?
Basically, you can't surprise me. It's like an all-around awareness check kind of thing.
Must be nice to have.
It's pretty handy.
Especially in your profession.
Oh yeah, yeah. It's helped a few times. I mean, you know,
Did you get that before or after?
that was after. That was a separate thing. See, we kind of built up a rep from that, and so we kind of had to or a bad rep, and they had to build it back up. And we sit on an expedition to go down to the blade. There's a giant temple thing. There was a bunch of us. There were like 3 of us that left. It was like out of 40. It's not a good time. But hey, I got the stone. I got the sword. I show him the sun sword.
Which is just a hilt. He pulls out a hilt.
Huh.
Nice.
Cute.
He goes, that was a rousing story about the blade where we're trying to go.
Oh
Yeah.
no, the blade's not fun.
As I said, that's our final destination.
Well,
So-
hopefully not final.
Well,
It might be.
maybe not. We'll see. So, anything else you can tell us about the blade? Since we're going to be barreling into that.
Every man for himself. They're down there. At least like every party kind of. You kind of get what I'm saying. Like people come out from all over. There's not much. There's no order. No. Nothing.
And you haven't gone too far.
No, I've
It's
only
actually
gone.
been-
I've dipped my toes.
Yeah. But alright, so as you kind of walk and talk, at one point, Faust and Taylor
Walking this way.
Taylor approaches Faust, and there seems to be an awkward exchange, and Taylor and Faust kind of separate awkwardly.
I'll walk towards Faust.
Mm-hmm.
So, you think there's any way you can teach me how to stop the whole whatever happened to me over there in that fight? Oh, you don't
Wouldn't
know
be.
what happened.
What happened?
I stopped being myself.
Like Kralik in the cantilever fight, or
Yeah, something like that.
yeah, there's ways to help. Potions, magical effects, and just I could help you be painful. Might not want to do it in the middle of the desert.
I would appreciate some help later on.
Sure,
'Cause
that'll be fun. And then you can tell he's not even happy about the concept of this, but he's like, I can have you create a tolerance, potentially.
That's what I'm gonna have to do, I guess.
So as you guys have been talking and as this has been going, you've been traveling in the desert for a while. It's long talks, some of these. We're skipping through the more bits that we've already kind of gone over in the past. And it's probably approaching. The sun is on its way down. It's not quite dusk yet. But who is walking up front? Who are the people checking on this first day?
I would have hung near the middle.
I'm in the middle. So
Yeah, I probably would have been up front.
okay, you and Anna are probably gonna be up front. So can you roll a perception for me?
Every once in a while, I'll go up.
21.
And Anna's is a 23. So you both see it. So all of a sudden, as you're walking, you kind of glancing around. The rest of them have been talking or bickering or just kind of silently walking. You
I'm
two
on a
just kind of
horse.
Suddenly Kevin is on a horse. He dropped back for a bit, and then all of a sudden just comes up with a horse.
Well, I can actually do all walking.
Yeah, but it's a slower walk.
Yeah.
But because it's also rough terrain, so it ends up being a slow walk. But so yeah, you're on a horse, and you both happen to like to be looking around, and you both kind of see at the same time, and you look, and it's not too far, but all of a sudden, out of the sand, you swear, a giant suddenly pops up, but it's not focused on you. His back is turned, and he just, well, not turned, but like to the side, and he just roars at something, and you see an arrow come up from the sand and like try to hit the giant, and you both just kind of look at it, and one goes,
Why is there a giant?
"What is that?"
What time of day is it?
What?
It's approaching dusk.
Okay.
Yeah, you all see it. It's not hard to see a huge creature in the middle of a desert.
Should we go help him?
It might just be a mirage. Heard about
mirage?
these.
A what?
A mirage?
Yes, that word. Yep. Mirage.
Swear. Yeah, something's mixed up here.
A marriage?
I know we didn't switch stats.
Did you touch him?
I couldn't think of what the word was called, right? I knew what I was
All right,
thinking, I
was
just didn't know how to say it,
whatever. Should we, as you see the giant like go forward, you
Yeah.
see something else like along his feet rushing towards something as he swings a club, and then I was like, should we? And Faust goes, I mean, should we?
Nothing else to do.
Why do we want to tick off a
Well, we're probably
giant
going to have
right
to
now?
fight the giant afterwards anyway, so we might as well help the homeboy.
Unless this
that's-
guy can kill him.
But
I
what
mean,
if
I
the-
say we watch and see how far he gets.
And there's another second as you see this club come down and just a spray of sand comes up over.
It wasn't red sand, so it wasn't blood. So
That's
I was
We
like,
should go help.
let's just
And I'm
go.
going.
I don't know.
Fine.
I don't know. I'm kind of with him on this. Like,
So if you want to hang back, you can. But Anna starts moving fast.
all right. Well, if
trying to
everyone's
catch
Take my
going,
great sword speed out.
I guess so.
Take a
Wait,
great sword of speed.
trying to catch up? No, I am leading.
Well, rough terrain.
Yeah.
So you, Anna gets a little ahead of you. Yeah, you actually get ahead of her. You don't suffer rough terrain.
Nope.
So if you would like to move at full speed, it's up to you.
Yeah, I'm full speed.
Full speed. You are on a horse.
Yep.
So your movement speed's different right now in rough terrain. In this desert, it's not affecting you as much.
It's a.
I have
Rough
one
terrain
arm.
does affect you, but it cuts your speed in half.
Okay, so I'm at 25.
And then, so you rush forward. It does take you.
So I'm actually getting outpaced by quite a few people.
Yeah.
Yep.
You're. Yeah. You're gonna get there first. It's gonna take you It's gonna take you 2 rounds on top of the 2 rounds you kind of just hung there and waited.
Mm-hmm.
So as you come up over the hill, though,
Is it just flat desert? Just trying to get a
well,
picture
there's
of the terrain.
dunes. You can't see where this giant seems to have sprung from, and the person who he's fighting kind of goes up one dune and disappears down another. And as you kind of crest this last bit, getting close, what you see is.
Half of him. Looks kind of like me. He's got a strange wooden box on his shoulders. He's clad in leather armor. And he's running around, dashing, doing things, shooting at this giant mostly.
Yeah. All right.
Is he dashing while he's dashing?
No, he's not actually
He's-
that attractive.
He's not. You describe him. He kind of looks like me. He's not that attractive. Like,
At least he's
ouch.
humble.
All right. So you'll technically have been fighting for about 4 rounds.
Okay.
So I need you to make some rolls to see how well you've been attacking this giant.
Okay.
And I'll describe what you see in a second. But I need to see how much damage he's taking.
Can I enter into initiative yet or no?
In a second.
Okay.
How far behind am I from them?
He's in the front.
So he's a 40. I'm 25.
Yeah, he's in front. Faust and Kevin are the second right behind him. You're just behind that with Carradine. And then
How fast are
Anna's.
these people?
Some of them don't have rough terrain issues either.
Do I have any items?
So roll
that
some
help with
d20s for
that?
me,
Okay.
and then you're to plus the hit. Just let me know what you roll.
2 plus 11. Sure attack. Nat 20 plus 11.
Jeez.
How many
Okay.
more? 4? 4 rounds of this?
Yeah, but you have 2 attacks per round.
Yeah.
So yeah.
So 13, nat 20, 23,
How strong do you think this giant is going to be, bud?
13,
I mean, all
14,
giants are
Yeah.
fairly strong.
Yeah.
Probably just slightly
16.
stronger than us. Not too
17. And
Stronger
then I
you.
think one more.
One more maybe.
I'm actually
Just roll the
super
one
strong.
23.
You missed 3
Right,
times
so
of
I'm gonna
the
do-
8 attacks, and you crit on
well,
1.
Okay,
So
I have
roll
the
your
sun
damage
sword
and let me
plus
know what
11,
you
1d8
got.
plus 7.
And then
What
I have
I'm
to
gonna do-
roll against
I can
you
do.
with some stuff.
Where, I forget what the name
So
is.
And you
Oh,
told me
flurry
what
of
your
blows.
AC
Flurry
is,
of
so...
blows
That's right.
with my sun sword,
Yeah.
plus an extra attack, and everything has key and powered strikes.
Sorry, we'll get to it in a second. What you see, by the way... Can you roll a knowledge nature for me?
He
Sure.
said it was fine.
For what?
23.
23?
Yep.
Actually, that's
Okay.
probably there's probably a reason for that.
So,
Well, yeah, because I can do flurry of blow, because the sun sword still is only the hilt, so it counts as my flurry of blows.
Stop muttering.
sort of. We'll get to that later.
We're muttering for a
Well,
reason.
anyways,
Yeah.
doesn't even go in the mic.
Jeez. Okay. Okay, across the 4 rounds, how much damage did you do?
I did 25.
And it did 52.
Okay.
Big oof.
And as you come over,
Is he down?
oh, speak up.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
So he did 25 to the giant, and so you notice as you come over the first thing you see is you a half elf running, trying to fire as this giant's just kind of lumbering after him. You see this giant is weird. This is not a normal giant. This is a Formian, which
he
is
jolly?
this deformed, like, giant. His face is a mash. Like one of his eyes is already looking at you to the side, as the other is like facing him. One of his arms is shrunk up, and the other is wielding this massive club. And his legs are weirdly thin in other places and broad in another. It kind of looks like that.
Okay.
However, racing in front and near the giant towards him as well, you see basilisks
Great.
rushing around trying to nip at you, except the giant keeps kind of keeping them at bay.
Okay, I know what I'm doing.
So, where we're at right now... Oh, new markers.
Once I see all that, I put away my sword of speed and I take out my
Okay.
wolf's fang.
Which does lower your speed, don't forget. But, so the giant seems to have come from a location over here in the dunes that you do see the shadow of.
How far can I use my wand to fireballs away from? How far can I cast it?
The wrange is the range of a spell.
What's the
can
range
you
of
show
a
him the
spell?
range of a fireball
60
spell?
feet, probably.
The giant has chased you. It's huge, so...
150.
Okay, how far away am I?
At the moment, you can't see anything but the giant because of the dunes. So you can see the giant a bit, and you're close to 150. So you would have a chance to do that, but we're gonna roll initiative in a second.
Okay.
So you, who no one knows who you are yet, but you are over here.
That giant takes up. That's 15 feet.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's big, and you see.
How tall is it, if you don't mind me asking?
It sits at around 25-ish, a little under, 22, I think, for this particular giant.
22 feet? Okay, so 15 feet wide.
So
and
22 to high, something.
So I'm guessing 15
Well, this
feet is
is
its
also
shoulders.
This is its like kind of like
Yeah.
where it's like swinging. So and then there's these basilisks that are following as Krullik. You kind of crest this area right here at this round. Just behind you a bit, Faust and Kevin. Kevin, you're a little bit farther up. It'll take you an additional round to get there. Same with Faust. You are the next in line with your name.
Reynolds.
And Carradine. And then Anna's the furthest at the back. So.
Because she has no bonuses.
No, she has a bonus.
Oh, she does?
Yeah. She's got mobile as a feat.
Ah.
So she only got to cut down to 20.
So she's moving as fast as I am.
Right. So actually, realistically, you're actually behind her then.
Yeah, that's true.
So, other way around. But, everyone, as Krellick's going to roll initiative, everyone's going to roll initiative. So this includes you.
Nat 20. 22.
20.
Nat 1.
Stop.
Okay.
You're fine.
That means I go last.
Okay. So, what was your natural 20 plus your
22.
initiative? What's your natural 20 plus your-
21.
Okay. So, second. Okay. So that's Kralik, then
Kevin.
Kevin, thank you. What was yours?
18.
18
1 or
plus
6.
6. What's yours? Garden.
12. 13.
Okay. So
14,
so far.
15.
That's what I should do.
This dice is either 1 or 20.
Wow.
That's it. Those have been my 3 rolls for this, since I've actually rolled, like, not outside of it.
And that puts him at. Okay. Okay. So, first person to react upon this new scene
Sweet.
is Kralik.
And cue dramatic music.
Bum, 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 bum.
I'll go up to the basilisk. That
Yeah.
is,
This one right here.
yeah.
So 5, 10, 15, 20.
One step over.
5, 10, 15, 20.
Yeah.
Alright, so hopefully you can see this with the nice vibrant
See
markers.
the fireball
As
thing?
Kralik
Oh, yeah.
rushes this basilisk, and you get your 2 attacks.
Yep. So 2 20s.
I'm pretty sure that hits roll damage. Yeah, that hits. So many books and so little space. Alright, next up will be Kevin. So think about what you want to do. Your movement on horse speed is what, 40?
It's a 100-foot movement speed horse.
But technically the horse is affected
much
by
do you
rough
wanna-
terrain,
yeah.
so 50, 60-ish.
Is it half?
Half.
55 damage.
55 damage on one swing.
Huh? No, on both my attacks because they both hit.
They both hit, so you just lay into this and do 55, and you nearly cleave its leg off, and it's like, and it looks to you as it's like shocked that you've just
Get wrecked.
just wailed into it from nowhere.
Yeah.
Kevin, you are a little bit further than this away, but you're enough to get to either basilisk and close to the giant if you double move on your steed.
Alright, how far away am I?
You're about 60 feet from this basilisk.
Okay. I'm going to.
You're coming up soon, by the way.
I'm actually going to kind of move a bit closer,
Alright. How much closer?
kind of just towards here-ish,
Alright.
and then I'm going to cast Minor Illusion near that basilisk.
Which one? This one?
Yeah.
11d6.
What do you what do you make it try to see?
Just going a lot of screaming, yelling, clattering. Sound of
Just
a
distract
decent
them.
group of people.
And your save is pretty. Your DC is like a 16, 15.
15.
Okay. So yeah, you see it. You start this, and it suddenly gets kind of confused, and you see it just kind of like thrashing around, looking for whatever the source of this
Okay.
sudden like raucous in
Yeah.
its ears. Well, ears. It's hard to
Whatever.
see ears, but
Holes, I don't know.
yeah. Next is both Faust and the Formian. So I'm gonna have Faust.
Can I move and attack in the same turn?
As long as you don't.
Except if I
exceed
don't max
your
out.
move.
Yeah.
So he's gonna just move up to there, and he sees the basilisk that you've hurt. You've seen that one. He sees the giant. He's gonna take 2 shots at the giant. Those both hit, and so he does. So he does 21 as you see. So you were suddenly seeing, as this giant seems to be encroaching upon you as you're backing away, all of a sudden this shortish half-orc carrying a sword almost as large as him just rushes forward over the dune, followed by a man in full plate on a horse of wisps and ghost skeleton comes over and waves his hand and doesn't seem to do anything. And another elf comes rushing over the hill and 2 arrows get fired. You're just kind of like, what?
Cavalry has arrived.
However, though, you do find some benefit as the Formian who's going for you sees you wail into this basilisk. No! And he's going to just take that 5 foot.
5 foot.
Yeah.
Like,
He
he
takes a
nudges.
5-foot step.
He nudges over to be within range of you.
Fireball's 20 feet too. Oh, wait, so that means he's within range too. Ooh.
So, you having kind of ripped into its little pet, it takes a swing at you, and does a 16 hit?
No.
All right.
Gregory.
So the 16 misses, but then he looks you in your eye, and you need to make a charisma saving throw.
Oh, great. 7.
Okay, so
Negative.
you take 68 psychic damage.
Ouch.
So you're gonna take 22 psychic, and all of a sudden, those who can see Krellick, which is you, Faust, and well yourself, you feel as you stare into his eye, and all of a sudden, your back twists, and one of your arms feels like it gets longer as the other gets shorter. And you see him twist and contort, and his face like slugs down to his chin, and you are magically deformed. Your speed is halved. You have a disadvantage on ability checks, saving throws, and attacks based on strength or dexterity.
Oh.
And you have to repeat the saving throw whenever you finish a long rest. Your deformities only fade if you succeed.
Can it be dispelled?
It is a curse, so remove curse spell would if someone had it prepared. Otherwise,
Is this thing a magical like beast of some kind? Monstrous? Beast? Can I Arcana check it?
it's a giant.
Okay.
So they're kind of their own class.
Nature then? If
Sort
is
of.
it natural?
Yeah. It is. Roll nature, because you kind of know what they are. But let's see if you do. You realize what has happened to you actually based on your earlier roll. You
Yeah.
have no idea what this thing is, and you don't know. What
Can I see from here? Can I?
not quite yet. You can see the giant, but you can't see Krellick below him.
Okay.
Because the way the hill is, you can still you don't even see the basilisks.
Okay, so I have to move down to 20.
But that's not quite to scale. You'd have to move 30 to get a full view.
Oh, really? Okay.
They ran out of space. You know what this is from that earlier check. Formians are known as curse giants,
Yeah.
and once per day they can transfer their curse to another creature. And it seems to have chosen you after you attacked its pet.
It's sauced.
So, yeah, that happens to you, followed by the basilisk, who decides to turn around and bite you for your trouble.
All the cursed creatures.
But he misses. However, this basilisk is flailing around because of your illusions. So it doesn't move. However, these two rush forward to get you, and one of them takes a bite at you and misses. Just barely, as you kind of are next to it and have to careen out of the way as this basilisk tries to bite your leg as it's trying to trip you into the sand. And then it's your turn.
Okay, I move 30 away.
Alright.
In this direction.
It is going to take an attack of opportunity at you
Okay.
because you have to leave its threatened square. So, does a 16 hit you?
Yes.
So you get to about here. Is that alright? Which
Yeah.
one of these squares?
The rightmost one.
So you get there. You're going to take... So you take 9 points of piercing and 9 points of poison.
Okay.
So that's another 18. However, oh wait, also, do a favor for me and make a Constitution saving throw.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
17.
So yeah, so you feel the effects of its gaze upon you right before you manage to escape, but you manage to shake it off, and you get out to here, and you have your 2 attacks.
But before that, I say, swift death to those who have wronged me.
And to which one are
To
you?
the giant.
To the giant. So you're attacking the giant then?
Yes.
Okay.
So let's see. Attack 1.
Ooh.
And that would be 28.
That hits.
Okay. And then 30.
That hits.
What do you know, right?
Yeah, those hit.
Okay. So it'd be 13. And 8.
So 21?
Yes.
All right. And so yeah, you unleash these 2 arrows that you guys... The arrows seem to almost arc into the giant, finding the weaknesses that you see it like going into his joints instead of seeming to fire straight as he fires from all the way over here at this giant.
No.
And
So I'm
then...
gonna see it.
Yeah, those 2 can. And then Taylor, 90 halved, goes... That's
I
just
do.
something. You don't know quite what it is yet.
Okay.
Taylor, with her movement cut in half, but using the roguish dashing, gets all the way up to there.
She is a dashing rogue.
Yes. Followed by Carradine.
Cool. I'm near Anna, right?
You are near Anna.
You'll need this more than I do. And I give her freedom of movement.
Okay.
And I move up
Alright, so you move up.
20 feet.
So you get to basically where that is now.
Yeah.
Alright, and then it's Anna, who, thanks to your additional, doesn't have to deal with the thing anymore.
Mhm.
So she goes there, goes another, and she basically gets all the way up to here, rushing just past you as her turn ends. As we get to Reynolds.
So if I move forward 20 feet, will I be in range to cast Fireball?
Yes.
All right, move forward 20 feet,
So you're 20 feet. You're now basically here.
Okay.
According to this distance.
and I'm going to cast a level 7 Fireball.
From the wand of fireballs.
Yeah.
How many charges does that use?
It has 7, and it goes up. It uses 6 charges because if I use all my 7,
All right. So where do you center this blast to?
I want it to be like right there on the giant,
Okay.
like on the right quadrant.
Roll a d20 for me.
Roll D20.
Don't roll a 1.
Nat 20.
Okay. So yeah, you get it basically just between the giant's legs and 20 foot. So 5, 10, 15, 20. 5, 10, 15, 20. So this is also going to be you, which you have a disadvantage on the saving throw.
That's why I rolled 2.
I'm sorry.
Don't you also have advantage?
And then it's a dex save. Yeah,
It's a dex save.
it's a dex save.
Oh, so I just rolled flat.
You do just roll flat. So
So
roll
it would
again.
be 8.
Okay, so the giant saves, the basilisk, that doesn't matter, saves, and this one fails. So roll your damage.
So 12d6.
I got 12. Fail. I still take half. Though.
You still
Fine.
take half. Someone give him some d6s.
Huh?
Here, roll all of those.
Okay. All right.
Because how many...
I just rolled 3, and that's at 4, 5. That's 9. And so this is So it'd be
And so
4,
yeah,
5, 6,
more
7,
people
8,
start rushing
9,
over
10.
this hill. As now you see 6 new people have suddenly just come over, and all of a sudden this
15,
fireball just ignites the
19,
center area.
20, 23, 26, 28,
And we do math.
30,
We mouth
35.
though.
35. So halved, rounded down, is 17 to you. 17 to this basilisk. This basilisk. Oh no, full 35 to that, and 17 to the giant. So that's. You kill that basilisk. And do 35 to the other. As you see him normally, you'd be like, oh, he can make. But now you look over and you do this, and all of a sudden he's just the fire fades. You see this deformed half orc, like, and you're like, and you look at the wand. And then we go back up to the top with Grellick.
I moved behind the giant.
Like, yeah?
Yep.
So 5, 10, 15, 20. I think that's all your movement, right? Well, technically,
It's not all my movement.
your speed is halved.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, so that's all my movement.
5, 10, 15, 20.
Yep. Taylor, if you don't move over here,
You say
I'm
that
gonna
in
be
your head?
angry. Yes, to Taylor.
Okay. Do you attack?
Yep.
Roll your 2 attacks. You have disadvantage. Dude, the curse is nasty.
No, I'm talking about his rolls.
Oh, that curse is real bad.
13,
Oh,
and I missed both probably.
13, and what was the other one?
I rolled a 2. I didn't
Okay.
hit.
Also, make a Constitution saving throw with me for me at disadvantage. The basilisks. If you're within 30 feet at the start of your turn.
Is it Constitution is?
It's Constitution for the petrifying gaze.
No, I mean for it's a disadvantage.
Every saving throw. is
15.
disadvantage. Okay, so yeah, you move over
I
there.
used my Indomitable. That's why I re-rolled again.
Okay. Did you roll? I think I don't know. Whatever. You pass. You get over there. You miss though on both attacks. Yes.
Yeah.
And then it's Kevin. You have this basilisk kind of dancing around at the moment.
I'm gonna cast Polymorph on the giant.
Okay. What's the will save?
15.
I rolled a 14 plus 2.
Dang.
So you go to cast it, and it's like deformity. Like you hit one of the pieces of the deformity, and it just like pops like a pus bubble, and like doesn't seem to affect him. And he just kind of looks over at you and like
Gross.
looks back towards you, much more angry. As Faust is gonna go before it does though. And it's gonna just take 2. Oh wait. He has to make a con save. Okay, he makes it. And then he's gonna make 2 attacks. And they both hit. And he manages to do 18 damage. And he kind of... So he does that. He fires at the giant, and then he's going to move this direction. He goes, unless you're killing it, stay away from the basilisks. And he kind of comes to this far end.
Yeah, that's good to know.
So then the Formian, you who've annoyed it and taken swings at it, just let's see. Yeah, you're the only one within range at the moment. So he's gonna take 2 swings at you. Does a 21 hit you?
Yeah.
Then both hit. Too many monsters. You're gonna take 3d8 plus 6. So that's 23 on the first hit. And 19 on the second. As the great club just slams into you, and you don't get a chance to move as easily as you want to try to get out of the way, as he's just trying to bury you in the dirt as he's pounding you like a nail. And then the basilisks. Minor illusion only does last one round.
Yep.
So it just turns around and goes for Taylor.
It's a minute, by the way, actually.
Is it?
Yeah.
Well, let's see if it... Yeah, it's still heavily distracted by this clamor. Alright. So... both basilisks just kind of charge, and they don't get to attack you, but they rush forward into your space here. Both of them trying to gnaw at what the giant initially ordered them to fight. And then it's your turn. Guess I'm confusing myself. So what would you like to do?
I grab at the horn that's strapped to my chest, and I say quickly, blast! And blow it as hard as I can.
Alright. What's the,
So it's a 15 con save for the basilisks.
And they both... Let's see. Their con... So, the one to your left makes, the one in front of you does not. Okay. And you do...
It's 5d6 thunder.
Thunder damage.
3, so that's 11,
14.
14 plus 2
Two more.
17 total, and I have to roll to see whether the horn explodes.
Oh, right. Yeah. That's always fun.
One plastic.
So less than 20,
Joe.
and it blows up.
Yes.
It's 4.
Yeah.
Just so you know.
It's didn't even say what.
Yeah,
Okay, so 10s,
Yeah.
1s.
Gotcha.
That's 8. It blows up.
So, and does it do anything special when it blows up?
Yeah. 10d6 to me.
Oh.
Wow. You rolled an 8%. That's real unfortunate. Does it have a range when it blows up, or is it just to you? Let me look that up. You
Yeah.
roll. I'm gonna look that up.
10d6.
Wow.
It's a pretty potentially dangerous magical weapon.
It's a potent weapon.
It can be until it blows up in your face.
Yep. That's
Yep.
10,
2 it's going now.
11, 12, 14 plus 15. It's 29 to me.
Oof. All right.
It's not as bad as it could have been.
Yeah.
Creature.
Except for
So
it's like
far
50
away,
some
so-
odd. Around.
Oh. Alright, never mind.
Yeah. You're probably not looking so hot.
No, just to the blower. Yeah.
Yep.
So 10d6 thunder suddenly just basically blows down your throat, and you take how much?
I took 29,
And-
I'm unconscious.
So you see him pull this horn and go, and he's blown prone into the sand,
Huh, that looks familiar.
just out of there. Because, yeah,
He did it
I'm gonna say
himself.
that gives you some movement. To,
Yeah.
it kind of blasts you back there. And then it's Taylor's turn, and Taylor has to make a con save. Passes, and Taylor is going to, at the threat of her life from Kralik, move up here and is going to
What way is the giant facing? Just so I know.
that way.
Towards Kralik?
Mhm.
Okay. Where's the sun at in relation to everything? Like where, like on what side of?
Setting to the west, which is that direction. So the sun is basically where you are.
Okay. So he would have a shadow behind him. Okay.
All right, so that's a hit on first. That's a natural 20 on the second. So, and then an offhand attack does miss. However, that is a lot of damage, as Taylor is going first attack as a sneak attack smite. So that is, may I have your sneak attack dice just for the ease of this? Thank you.
There's one on the computer.
Thank you. All right. 10, 15, 20, 25 plus second level smite. All right, and that's 39 damage. In her first, and then her second, which is a critical, which is not a sneak attack, but is also a second level smite.
Those smites.
9, 11, 21, 21, 33, 37.
Jeez.
So, as you see her just stab, and that flash that you saw last night in the jail cell just flashes twice as this radiant damage rips into this giant from behind, and it screams out in pain. Do any of you speak giant? So all you hear is,
Nope.
Kolkata Tepa!
Actually, I think I have.
And you just see the giant kind of sweep its hand behind it. But it is Carradin's turn.
Cool. I'm gonna move up as far as I can. Which is another 20 feet.
Yep.
And then seeing the giant and the basilisk, let's twist their minds.
And,
That caused confusion between the two.
all right. What's the radius on that?
It's a 10-foot radius.
Okay, so you get both. What's the save?
It is a wisdom saving throw of 16.
The giant succeeds.
Okay.
Plus 2 on wisdom. The basilisk does not. So the basilisk is confused.
So, can't take reactions and must roll a d10 at the start of each of its turns to determine its behavior.
Gotcha. Okay. And that's Carradin. So Anna. She's gonna rush forward to kind of create this nice little angle with this giant. And she takes her attack. And hits. And it had 2 hit points left. So you see she runs up and she basically slashes at its where its femoral artery basically is, and just it goes down, blood just gushing from it. It's like, Kotata, go, and it just slowly falls to the ground where it is.
I was hoping that basilisk would attack it.
Yeah, I know, but that's the Formian.
No.
So yeah, so the initiative's still going. The giant has died. It's fallen to the ground in that area. It's now a mound in between the 3 of you. Anna kind of goes, oh, crap.
3 left.
And then starts her movement running this direction. And so then it's yours.
Where are the dunes at? Like any
The-
shadows around me? Anything like that?
Yeah. Pick a place and there'll be a percentage if there's a shadow deep enough that you can. I think you also have to. It has to be within 30 feet of you, I believe.
The teleport is 30 feet?
I think you'd have to double check.
I'd
Player's handbook.
What 3 of us are doing that?
Yep. As everyone's
60
checking their
feet.
player's handbook. 60 feet. Okay, within 60 feet of you.
Okay.
Dim light
So-
darkness.
Dim light or darkness. So you'd have to. The giant was the only thing casting like true darkness, and it still is somewhat just beneath it.
Yeah, I have to get to him though to be able to cast it because I have to step into it, right?
Yes, you have to step from one shadow to another.
So shadow wouldn't work then. Not right now. Unless
Not
we
right,
get to there.
not right now. No.
All right, so I'm just kind of do the double or fat sprint.
Yeah. How?
I
How
have
far do you
25, so
So you can go 50.
put me as close to the basilisk as possible. That works. And I have to
So-
make a con save, right?
Not yet. It's at the start.
Okay.
Okay. It's at the start. I checked.
Well, it might not even get that.
It's as long as you can see it and they can see you. It's
okay.
not. It's not a thing that it does. It just happens naturally.
Okay.
And then it's Krellick's turn though.
Okay. I'm gonna second wind.
Okay. So that's your bonus action. Take
Yep.
a D10 plus 10, so 15.
Yep, 15.
When we get to your turn, you will have to make a death saving throw. If the basilisks don't also attempt to eat you.
don't like this rough terrain.
Rough terrain's rough.
That's why I have stuff like freedom of movement.
Freedom of movement, or have just people in your group that help with it. But so is that all you do? It's your bonus action.
Yeah.
So that's all you do. You kind of just bonus, and then you're looking down at your hideous form. Kevin.
Yep.
What would you like to do?
So can I double move for 100 feet? Technically.
Yeah, on the horse. It does technically take your action to command it for that.
I know. I'm gonna go sprint over to our mystery archer.
70.
Oh. All right. I'm just gonna stay there then.
So it's about 70 feet of your movement to get your horse basically right above him.
It's close as I thought it would be.
Did you want him to be on more towards the basilisk, or?
Not really.
Okay. So you rush there, and that's your turn, unless you have a bonus action you wanted to do.
Nope.
All right. Then it's the basilisk's turn.
So he rolls a d10.
He does roll a d10. What's a 10?
It can act and move normally. Dang
Okay.
it.
So yeah, you didn't hear it, but the last order it gave was it was mad at Taylor because, ouch. So this basilisk rushed over and misses. These, however, planning to run back, you've now approached, so they're going to attack. Now, how does Steed work with Ghostly Steed? Does it attack your horse?
It's their choice if they hit.
Okay. Well, let's see. Do you know how many hit points the Ghost Steed has?
Let's see.
Also, what's the to hit on the horse? Because the horse is probably easier.
Yeah.
Because they roll a 16 to hit on the horse.
I think that's it. Let's see.
And we'll roll what that does. Next is gonna be you. So why don't you roll a d20 for me? Alright, so that's a fail.
Got it.
And next will be Taylor.
You also need to roll d20 for the saving throw for the basilisk.
For...
The confusion.
Oh, it gets a saving throw?
Yeah, at the end of each of his turns.
Natural 20.
Dang it. So it's done.
Cool.
Wasted that spell.
I mean, sometimes spells get wasted. Alright, so that's that. Taylor's gonna attack.
Yeah, it gets hit.
It gets hit? Alright.
It goes away too. Horse gets
Completely?
If they hit the horse.
Yeah. It aims for the horse, and
Okay.
so you see a basilisk just kind of like bite for it, and then suddenly just and your horse below you. So make a acrobatics, because you're suddenly dropped 5 feet out of the air.
No, it fades away and I get time to dismount.
Oh, all right.
If it ends for any reason, it just kind of gradually goes away. After
okay.
A minute.
So-
It takes a minute to disappear, by the way. This thing's gonna be here
So
for a
it's
while.
just mists,
Yeah.
basically. So it's turned to mist, though. It's not really there. It's giving you a semblance of.
Yeah, like,
It can
I'm
no
gonna get
longer
off
move.
now.
Yeah, it can no longer move, and yeah. All right. So, well, that's interesting.
It's very nice.
So that's all
It
the
is very,
basilisk.
very nice.
So Taylor's gonna take 2 hits on the basilisk.
It gives you a minute to
Hit.
just.
That's a long time.
So.
10 rounds.
18
We're like done with the
plus-
fight, and the thing's just like still just turning into vapor.
Seriously, 22, 23, and 26 on the basilisk, and you see the basilisk in front of Taylor as she just cuts it to pieces.
It explodes.
Yeah, as the radiant energy on the first attack nearly kills it, and she just shanks it in the face of the second as it goes down. And then it's Carradine.
Cool. I'm gonna go that way 20 feet.
All right, so you go that way 20 feet.
It's just the
Am
two
I
left
within?
behind.
Am I within 60 of that one basilisk?
Yes.
Vicious mockery.
Okay, what's the save?
That would be. Let me get to it. BBV. Dang it, too far. Probably charisma.
Probably.
If I split
Vicious mockery.
Natural 20.
Dang it! It's wisdom, actually.
If I sprint, can I use a bonus action after that?
Not for your blows.
Yeah, nothing.
Because it requires you to hit first. Or make an attack first.
But stunning strikes are by bonus action.
You have to hit, though.
Oh.
So, that's my turn.
So that's your turn. Anna,
The heck?
she's going to double move to get there. And then she'll just action surge for the heck of it. Both of those hit, so she's just going to kind of wail into the weaker looking one. And does 20. She does 20 damage to the one that's in between her and you. And that's Anna's. And so Reynolds.
Double move and go right behind the one that's right next to the closest one to Reynolds. So
yeah, because you have to.
right here.
Yep, because it's 30 feet away.
Yep.
Yep. Yeah. So that's your turn.
Yep. I mean, I can't really do anything else.
Yeah. Krellick.
I don't do anything.
Just kind of having an existential crisis over there in the corner.
No, I'm just not moving.
Oh, okay. Kevin.
I'm going to cast Firebolt on the one next to Anna. Well,
Yep.
sorry, wow, the one to my right. And I'm going to attack the one on my left.
I don't think either one.
Technically, he's
No.
looking at Anna.
I guess I'm facing Anna. I'm facing
Oh,
them.
okay.
Yeah. You can do that and attack the other.
Yeah,
Roll
so
your
Firebolt
2d20s.
on the one on the right.
That hits.
Yeah.
Because very lucky roll off the wire that's underneath the mat.
Yeah.
It's a d10.
All right.
No modifier.
Perfect.
Actually, it's 2d10, I believe.
At this level,
Yeah.
it might be yes. 2d10.
Yep.
No modifier, so roll.
Because my vicious mockery is a 2d10,
Yep.
2d4.
Where are they?
That was one. You had.
Yeah, I don't know. There.
So you do 6 damage.
Okay.
Yeah. And then you attack the other.
Yep.
So
That's a +9 to hit.
hits.
Awesome. For 1d8 +5. 8.
8 damage.
Yeah. Woo.
Hey, that doubled its damage on it.
Yeah.
All right, and then it's Faust is gonna. He can hit. And then he also, if he hits, gets the hit on the other one, which he does, and which he does. So that's. Yikes. And then. So that's 7 on the first one, and then the Hordebreaker gets the extra attack that does 10, and then he takes another shot. And that hits with a 2. Their AC's low. The giant was more of the threat, and you guys decided to just end it.
Well,
That's gone. Can I borrow someone
Sad
else's
sound.
What is it?
D8s?
D8.
Yeah. Thank you. All right, and so you see him fire. Oh wait, the extra damage from the bow. Yeah. So you see the one here take an arrow and goes down as its turn comes up, and it's looking around all the dead is gonna just take a swipe at you
Okay.
and misses with a 3. So yeah, and it's just sitting there like kind of looking confused as Taylor kind of goes, "Do you have that handled?" "All right."
I think we got it.
Looks to you, goes, "All right."
No.
Kind of figured maybe I can fix that, but that's gonna go to Carradin's turn.
cool. I'm feeling fairly useless.
By the way, Kevin, real quick, sorry, can you roll me a Constitution saving throw?
Sure.
I forgot to do this because you were within. It's a natural 1.
Yeah.
A cocked natural one.
Roll it again, yeah. It was cocked because of the weird. That's cocked as well.
Roll it right in front of you. Just
On the green.
right
It's
there.
not a huge amount of space. 2.
So, okay.
Well, that's not a. That's.
Yeah, you don't have enough high, though.
It's technically a 5.
So you managed to do your attacks. However, you kind of look down and your feet aren't moving. There seems to be a magical effect starting from your
Why?
base. Petrifying gaze from the basilisk.
Oh, okay.
He's like, why?
Yeah, like.
So,
Because he just doesn't like you. No.
Okay. But, so, Karen, what are you doing?
fine. I take out my my tuning fork and start tapping out a melody on it
Okay.
and cast Dissonant Whispers.
Okay. And that's a save
That is a wisdom save.
of
Again, 16.
natural, no.
I was gonna punch something if that happened again.
No, he rolls a 12. So, do your damage.
So he takes 8.
Takes 8.
I'm curious.
Mhm.
Petrifying gaze, is it
heck?
petrification? As in, I
Essentially.
believe I'm petrified, or is it stone petrification?
It's
Is it-
true
Oh.
petrification.
Okay.
And must immediately use its reaction, if available, to move as far as its speed allows away from you.
But he's over Krillix.
He's running. So all 3 of you.
No, Kevin doesn't.
Okay, 2.
But you and Anna get an attack of opportunity. So make her an attack.
What? Oh, roll a d20.
Roll a d20.
12 plus 11, so 23.
You hit. Roll damage.
So 1d8.
And she hits. So that's
2, so 9.
9 damage from you?
Yep.
Ooh, it looks hurt. Alright. And it just barely moves. Because its move is actually not very much. And next is Anna. And Anna has to make a constitution.
That way. Because it's going away from me.
Well, it was one of those things where technically Silvertree's bodies, and the way the basilisk is of the bodies here, so this is its only clear running. So yeah, she walks up behind it, and she's just gonna, min damage kills. So she walks over, and she just, as she's like trying to run away, just 2 deep carves into its back. But before we leave initiative, Kevin, I need you to make one more con save, because the effect is in place. So Constitution saving throw.
Yeah.
It's cocked.
It's an 11.
It's
Now
yeah,
it moved.
like,
Yeah.
but
Just roll it in front of you.
yeah, you don't need to even see it. I just need to see it.
What is that?
12.
12 plus.
Okay.
That's a
So, you kind of like see it happening, and you just take a second. You shake off the petrification from your feet, and it does not petrify you.
15. Yeah.
I need you quickly to roll me another death saving throw. Actually, I think you need to roll me another one because I forgot to ask you last time. So that's
11.
you don't get to add your Constitution to it; just a flat roll.
So that was 10.
Yep, but roll again.
3.
Alright, so we're gonna count as a success and a death, and so everyone's still in initiative. Faust during that though is gonna. So he gets here. Kevin had to spend your last turn doing that. Krellick, you're just not moving at the moment. Taylor is moving towards you, not realizing anything's going wrong, and she's gonna try something in a second. So
6 seconds to.
Carradine, do you do anything? You don't know, like, the fight's over. You just see
Fight's over.
the elf, half elf is just lying in the dirt.
Yeah, it's usually not a good sign. I will freedom of movement and move 40. So burns another one. Cool. But
Okay.
it's dusk.
So you get the 40. And then Anna is going to... I'll give Anna the, let's see if she can make a medicine check.
Yeah, I'm not gonna do that one. My brain was like, I could
Alright,
get Taglio over.
So she
to
kind of
it.
goes over and goes, oh!
I mean, that didn't
And
mean-
manages to use a medicine check to stabilize you, so you're no longer dying. So, yeah, you are stabilized, and so for everyone else, initiative ends. Taylor, Krellick, you are currently standing over this giant. Taylor's right next to you, and what Taylor's gonna try to do, even I personally don't know if this works, so I'm gonna have to check it. She's gonna try to do whatever that thing is that paladins can do.
Oh, don't remember exactly what it is.
Yes.
Oh, I know. Oh, wait, no, not really.
Lay on hands.
Oh yeah, that does not do anything.
However, let's see. You can spend 5 to cure a disease or neutralize 1 poison. Well, she tries.
Nope.
She spends.
That fails.
She tries. She kind of goes. You. This is. I don't know if this hurts, but she touches you and then nothing happens, and she's just like.
3d12.
She's just like, I can't do anything.
Thanks for trying.
Goes. I tried.
So I said thanks for trying.
And then over here, Anna goes, all right. I don't think he's dying. I think. Kind of looks around. Can anyone confirm that?
Yeah, he's not dying.
You say from like your shoulder.
Yeah.
Where your mouth is now currently sitting.
He looks alright. I'm gonna walk over to him.
Better off than me.
So he's unconscious, just in the dirt. Most of his wounds seem to be around his shoulders, head, and face from when the horn blew up.
Any dismemberment? Like, is he losing?
No, nothing too crazy like that. It's thunder damage, so it's more just force.
I'll walk over to him.
He might be missing some teeth.
I'll walk over and check him.
Roll medicine.
Do I even have medicine?
Don't know. Roll.
Nope.
He's dead. You make it worse.
What did you roll?
Roll the 2.
Yeah, no, you go over. You can't find a pulse.
Make another death saving throw.
You walk over and go, I don't think you made it. And I was like,
I won't be like, hold up, let me check this out, alright?
okay.
You rolled a 3.
7.
So you're like,
yep, he's dead.
I mean,
You were right, Carradine.
maybe? Like, there's this awkward moment where you're sitting there going,
I ain't no
I mean,
doctor, but
I don't see him breathing.
Do you concur, doctor?
So yeah, the 3 of you now standing over him are all like, oh, he might be dead.
Let's poke
Hey,
him with a
Faust.
stick.
So yeah, you all kind of go look at Faust.
I'm just gonna glance over at him.
Yeah, make a perception. Just, you know.
Perception? What?
You have to spot to see
That's
if you
fair.
spot anything first before you can read the signs of it.
Fair
You're
enough.
just
Okay.
glancing at him.
Yeah,
You're
it's
not
fair.
actually
Yeah, I
like
get you.
checking him.
Nope.
Wait. No, my perception's
I mean-
decent. That's a 10.
He's a half elf lying on the ground.
fair
You
enough.
don't see him bleeding,
No, yeah.
but you don't really see him breathing.
I mean, but he has face punched in.
I'll go inspect him, I guess.
Alright, as you kind of walk over next, you can make a medicine as Faustus
the
goes.
4th.
Yeah.
Let's attempt to see if he's dead. At
Hey!
20.
Okay. So you go over and go. And you put your hand and goes, no, there's a pulse. And Faustus is like, alright, clowns.
Heal.
And you just, you
Yep.
just do it.
I just max heal.
Max.
Level 5.
Wow.
What
All right.
Congrats.
On a stranger.
Yeah. Faustus kind of looks at you and goes, really?
is that? Okay, fine.
No, you did it.
I did it, actually.
He just judges
Right.
you for it.
We can take him out if he's not,
Well,
right? And I'm the first one, right?
28, just so we know.
For what?
428.
Oh, yeah.
I didn't know if we were
Timekeeper around here. I need.
No, I know. I'm just, so yeah, so you roll,
What is
it's some d8s.
I have signs and everything.
I didn't see the signs.
No, it's here.
But,
See you. Duh.
so, you're gonna go from,
There it is.
What?
0,
it goes from 0, yeah, so you're just gonna get pure benefit out of this.
2nd, 3rd, 4th.
No, you are not negative whatever that was, negative 11. He got hit hard at the end there.
10, 32, and
That's by my feet, you ain't getting that till later.
32, 36.
Okay, so you come to consciousness. Actually, feeling better than expected. I mean, before the horn went off, you're feeling better than that.
Yeah.
But so you become conscious, and above you
Hey, he deserved it. He
is crouching over you is a woman with shocking red hair, humanoid in full plate, a half elf, wearing just clothes,
Chilling.
a human in breastplate, and standing above them, looking down kind of judgmentally at the rest of them, is an elf. As you just open your eyes, and all of a sudden, these 5 people are just over you.
he didn't die.
This is a new development. Excuse me one moment. I sit up. I reach around for my big wooden box that's hanging on my back.
Yeah.
I pull out what's clearly tobacco and rolling papers and just, all right, give me a second.
How'd you smoke that without lighting it? Just a question.
It's true.
It's an excellent question. I was just enjoying the aroma. Okay.
Oh, okay. All right.
And then
We're just trying to make sure here. I'm
He
making an
strikes a
observation.
so is the giant dead?
Yeah, I mean, you don't see that big hunk over there?
I mean,
And you do see this mound of flesh. To call it a giant now is hard because its deformities don't exactly make its corpse any prettier. However, you do see basically a miniature version of it standing to the side next to a blonde woman who's like shrugging, like, maybe.
We don't know what that thing is.
However, as you kind of come to consciousness and there's this, like, you're standing there going, from this cavern in the dunes, you hear this guttural emanate from it. And you and Taylor are the closest, so you can make a perception check.
So, 14.
Disadvantage.
That's better than my first one. 17.
Yeah, because he just rolled both of them instead of just rolling another one. So, okay. Yeah, so you and Taylor both look as a huge-sized basilisk comes out and kind of just looks around and catches your vision. And it's yours turn as it emerges here. However, you are within 30 feet, so make your con save with disadvantage.
Fantastic.
Doesn't matter. So 11.
You feel your feet like cement to the
Gosh,
ground.
dang it.
And you're just looking at like, man, this day just ain't gonna get much better
It was
for
nice
you.
knowing
Are we,
you
like,
guys.
all surprised by this thing?
Yeah.
I'm not surprised.
Like,
You're not surprised is a hard term. It was none of you bothered to look that way.
what I mean is like,
I mentioned it
like
earlier, just
the
saying.
ability it has. Like, you read it.
Yeah.
Just making sure we could, because we get a chance to like avert our
Avoid it, but
gaze.
none of you have tried to do that.
We haven't gotten like the exposure to like.
You
like,
guys.
You have made eye contact with this thing. You can now avoid it.
Yes, my way of telling you you've made eye contact with is the Constitution. If you want to look away, you can, but you have disadvantage on everything you try to do with it. Because you're averting your gaze. So
Okay.
if you want to do that, you can.
I
It's
wanna
just
cast-
none of you have thought to like say that. So I'm just like, well,
Okay.
it's
Right,
Krullik's
is-
turn. You're slowly petrifying. You just kind of stand there.
How far
What
can-
else am I gonna do?
Good point.
Oh, I do something else. I'm not petrified anymore.
You
That's
can
what I'd like to
throw
do.
your
There we go.
sword or something.
No, I'm not throwing the two things I love the most in this world.
Okay. Kevin, it is your turn next, though, as you look over, and it's 30
How
feet
dark
away.
is it
It's,
now? How long has this fight been going on? Because you said it was going on dusk
it's
now.
been about a minute.
Oh.
Yeah.
Fights don't last that long. But Kevin, yeah, you hear it, you look back, and you see Taylor and Krullik as this massive, hulking basilisk kind of comes up and just looks odd.
I'm
Basilisks
just
aren't
gonna
meant
like
to be this
not
big.
make eye contact with it.
Well, you have to be within 30 feet. That's the
Still,
other thing,
okay.
is most of you weren't even within the 30 feet to make those saves.
Yeah. I'm gonna cast polymorph on this thing,
All right.
and when I
Wisdom?
get in range, it's 60 feet. So if might need to get in range. It's a 15 wisdom save.
60 feet. You don't have your horse anymore,
No.
so you're moving on
Still a
rough
40.
terrain. So
Yeah.
20. You get to hear.
Okay. How far is this thing still?
Like 90.
That giant square right there.
Yeah.
About 80 feet away.
80 feet. Okay. It looked like a smaller distance because the horse like covered 75. I thought it would take like at least the full movement for the horse.
Yeah. No.
So
Well,
when I
actually, you
went
could
to there
go.
to
You could
there.
angle and go 5, 10, 15, 20. So you can get to here,
Yeah.
which puts you at 75 feet away.
Okay.
If you want to double move to get any closer.
Maybe we all should have gone after the basilisk.
Yeah. I don't know.
You all went after him mostly.
Well, yeah, him.
Yeah. So you're smoking by the way, and you see this thing come out, and you're like, it just kind of like droops in your
Yeah.
mouth.
Yeah. Put that away.
Your victory cigar came a bit early.
You were looking for your dice?
I'm not gonna need it, but fine.
Oh no, I think it's all the way over here underneath me, because I heard that thing roll. But all right, do you want to double move?
Not really.
Okay. So that's the end. Is you just kind of walk forward and go, what?
You got arrows, bro?
Always.
Might use it on this.
And so it will be Faust, then your turn. So Faust goes, you gotta be kidding me, and just opens fire with a natural 20.
Is he close enough to fire?
He has sharpshooter. His range is
Insane.
600 feet
Oh, wow.
And longbows
with his
are,
bow.
Yeah,
like-
longbows are pretty long range
Mhm.
anyway.
Yeah, or it's 150 feet or something with that. Like he just
It's an absurd.
It's kind of stupid.
yeah, he doesn't care. He can see it. He can fire. And he crits for plus. So yeah, he hits it with a 20 and then hits it with a 7. So he takes his 2 shots and goes. You just see him kind of mumbling. He's technically over here, and so he gets. So yeah, he gets over to here, and then calls out to you guys and goes, "Just back up and let's kill this thing from a distance." To you
I
and
can't move.
So, and then it's your turn.
I grab my bow from where it was kind of blown away from me.
Yeah. It's,
And well, I guess I'll stand up, and I fire off 2 shots.
all right.
So, 26 and 23.
Both hit.
Cool. 6, 5, 11 damage.
Plus your dex to both.
Oh, plus 8 is 19.
All right. So there we go. That's Silvertree as well. You don't know his name. Whoops. Oh well. I spoiled something. Taylor. Taylor just goes. Oh, she has to make a Constitution. She doesn't make it. So she goes to do something, and her feet goes. She kind of looks at you and goes. This is a bad day. Yesterday was a bad. This has been a bad. We should not have come here. And that's basically her turn. Yeah, and that's basically her turn. Scaradin, it's now your go.
Okay. I'm gonna get within 60 feet of it. Hopefully, within 1 move.
20.
Nope. 40. I have freedom of movement on.
Right. So you're here. Let's assume, and that looks like that's within 60. Yes.
Okay. I don't like to look at this thing. And then, same thing. I'm hitting my
Yeah.
A bunch of Oompa Loompas come out.
dissonant whispers again.
Okay. Save is wisdom.
Wisdom.
Fails.
Awesome. So that's, let's see, 3, 4, 5,
By the way, is freedom of movement a concentration?
Is it?
I don't know. It's either on you and Anna or just you.
Yep.
Either way, roll your damage though while you're looking. Did you roll at a higher level?
Yes.
Okay. Remember to call that out before
Sorry.
you make the save.
Oh,
Yikes.
That's
10,
beautiful.
20, 34.
Nope, it is not concentration.
Nice. 34. That puts it at
34.
Yeah, and you see this thing just go "Grah!" as it attempts to run. You can still kind of see its tail end in the cavern. It doesn't get very far. But yeah, it's no longer where that box is. It's technically in the cavern a bit. It counts as partial cover if you're using a ranged weapon. Next is Anna, who just kind of goes, I can't really do anything now, and just kind of watches as it disappears into the cavern.
Come up here a bit.
She comes up a bit, but that's as far as she gets. Well, actually, so she gets up to there.
Okay.
Well, it's double move because she doesn't have to deal with the rough terrain because of the spell he cast.
Yeah.
And then Reynolds.
Is the giant still casting Dark Shadow?
Yes.
I'm gonna cast Darkness on myself, and I'm gonna teleport to
Okay.
the giant,
So, poof poof.
and then
And there's just a ball of darkness here now.
surrounding me.
Yeah. Well,
It's an item. On an item. I'm casting it
Ah.
on my clothing, so whatever item it is.
So you see him just, and then the entire darkness just kind of pops up over here. As he just,
And
you
it's
just don't
magical
see him.
darkness, so
Yep.
dark vision doesn't see through
Yep.
it.
So Anna can no longer see, and neither can Krellick.
Well, I want to be on this side up here.
Shadow's not on that side of it.
Oh, okay.
The
Okay.
sun's coming
Oh,
from
that's right. The sun's.
your direction.
Very
So,
well.
so
Sorry.
all of a sudden, the giant Anna just gone in darkness. You're kind of just on the edge of it, looking at it, going. Taylor's like, not a good day.
Least of our worries.
Good point. And it's your turn. I need you to make another Constitution saving throw.
15.
You just saved. So you're just kind of barely break it. Go. But you do break it. Do you want to do anything else?
No.
No. Kevin.
Just sits down. So
Alright. I'm gonna try to move closer to it again.
20.
How's my range looking now, considering it moved away?
Not good.
Dang.
It moved 20 feet further,
I'm
and now
content.
you moved 20.
Based on what's
So-
happening around me, I'm content. Just gonna
Okay.
I'll
So you're just kind of
advance.
like walking forward.
Yeah.
You don't want to double move.
Nope.
All right. Then Faust, who doesn't care about half cover, so and double hit, and that is on the first. You just see it, and this arrow hits, and you just hear as it like seems to slide down something.
is it dead?
No, it has a slip and slide as its
Yeah.
escape hatch.
Grellick's salty.
You never know with those lizards.
Yeah.
You
He might have wet himself. So
got
he
some
might
heavy
have-
feet looking there.
Okay. So as it seems to like just disappear into this hole as it like slides whatever down, Taylor has to make another Constitution real quick. As you break free, she's like, "Oh, well, hey, maybe I can." And you just see her just
Ouch.
petrified in front of you.
That was funny.
And so you start laughing.
No, he doesn't start laughing out loud.
Start laughing out loud.
As,
No, it's just small.
oh, he can't see it.
What?
It's in magical darkness.
No. The darkness is only.
It's 20 feet.
Oh yeah, no. You've completely.
Oh no! So she just goes. So
nobody-
maybe I can, and then I just
She's
don't
like,
hear anything more.
Yeah, like, well, maybe I can break, and then just silence, and you're like,
If I reach forward, I feel stoned.
yep.
Oh man.
And you're just like, oh, you. It's
I see
now.
it.
Yeah, you. The thing is, you also, because yes, you can see in this particular darkness because of that item, you see that the basilisk dies. You then see,
Oh, that's what's dead?
yeah,
Oh, it's dead. Okay.
you do see it get hit, just like careen down.
That was much weaker than I thought it was going to be.
It's only bigger.
Yeah, well, no, it was a little bit tougher, but no, it wasn't anything.
I also like crippled it.
So yeah.
I'm gonna dispel the dark. Oh, that's not my turn. Never mind.
No, initiative's gone. It's okay. You
Okay,
can you
yeah.
can dispel the darkness.
Dispel the darkness.
Which as you dispel it, all of a sudden you all see Krellick hand on Taylor in stone.
On the head.
Sure.
You just reached out. Technically, she's taller, so you're actually like touching her like on the elbow.
Oh, okay.
But you like reach out and like so your hand's like on her elbow, and it's just stone. And you're like, huh? And you're looking at your arm. It's all like, and you're like,
So,
and then there's just this like silence. And Foss goes,
wounds I can deal with. Not that.
"Yeah, I can." Walks over, looks at you, looks at her, looks at you, and goes, "I can't help you till tomorrow." Taps her, greater restoration. And Paige goes, and then you see Ted go, "Break free of it!" Hey. And then suddenly your arm is on her elbow, and then Faust's hands on her shoulder. She's like, "What? What?" Okay, and like takes a step away. So
Thanks, Anna, for the suggestion of coming to help this dude. This was fun.
Speaking of which, I'm
I was a
walking
little
up.
yeah, as you like gonna
Cigarette's
walk
still lit.
because the group kind of has converged over here, leaving you over here.
Yeah.
And so yeah, you slowly kind of come up, and you see.
So, well, that was great. Hey Sal, are we good here?
And so yeah, as you see this, a sand guard comes over.
Oh, you
the
failed
dune,
this.
And she kind of goes, "Yeah, sorry. Although I'll give you one break. Crybaby, real screwed up with this.
Nice.
So you fail, but there's another rule. Sucks to be you all. He's your responsibility now. You saved his life.
He's our responsibility, or he owes us, because there's a big difference here in the two.
Your responsibility. Congrats.
So,
If you ever want to bring him to the Rata, he's got to do something out here. You got to vouch for him. If you're wrong, you get kicked out too. I'm washing my hands clean of this.
Well, I mean, we
I
already
gotta
kinda
go
got
report.
kicked out, so.
I gotta go report whatever this is.
so before you leave,
And you stop her, and she looks back and goes, "What?
if he helps us with our little thing,
What's your little thing?
How much authority do you have? One.
Enough to be the most in charge out here.
Well, that doesn't help me with, like, in regards to the Rata.
Sucks to
where's
be
the
you, doesn't
hierarchy?
it?
I'd say
Not
the
really. I'm pretty
Sand
happy.
Guard
I'm pretty content.
ranks pretty high around here.
Tell me your mission or let me walk away."
Taking out the bandits.
Oh, yeah, alright, you survive that and they say you do something, you're good.
Cool.
Yeah.
You tick them off and they tell you do nothing, you're sleeping in the desert again.
Okay.
You already got one strike against you.
Yeah, you're standing
Yeah,
there just
look what you did to
deformed.
homeboy. Like, this is because of you.
I saw those bandits. It was back a day or so.
About to.
About 2 days ago.
So I was just like,
Revelations.
I'm glad you know all this. I'm leaving now.
Thank you.
Tell
Yeah.
Seth I say hi.
Whatever.
Tell said he still owes me money.
Doesn't he all?
No, that's people.
So yeah, so you see her kind of disappear over the dune, just like all the sand guards seems to blend in and just kind of disappear.
Well, we're
And-
fun.
Bus goes, "Wait, we are just gonna, you know what? Screw
Does the
it.
giant have any
I'm
loot
tired
on
of
it? Is the
Rata.
real question.
Do you want to cut him open and find out?
Is he wearing clothes or is he naked?
Rags.
Rags, so no pockets.
Rags to more rags.
Rags to flesh. That's about all there is.
And flesh to stone, right?
There's a great club that is about 10 feet long. It's more of
Yeah,
a
no.
log, just lying.
Good kindling.
Yeah, we set up camp here.
Yeah.
Long rest.
Then we don't have to go to the bandits. They'll just come to us.
Because I
That'd
think
be
you could
great.
use a long rest, bud.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, we all could.
As you're saying this, Anna does kind of go over to the cabin and goes, "Are we okay with this being right here?
Hey, that'd be good shelter, good place for the night. We can go check
This
it out.
tunnel goes down."
Can I walk up and look down it since I have these
Mhm.
and roll a perception?
You can roll a perception.
Maybe we'll go in there.
15 plus 8, so 23.
So you're looking down into it, and you see the corpse of the basilisk kind of blocked up one section, but it fell over where there's like, looks like some fungus and moss, and it seems to have crushed some of it. And it goes down, and it goes, and you don't see much because it actually goes further than your vision, but then you do see some kind of eerie bioluminescent glow somewhere down there, and you're like, that goes down at least a few 100 feet before you even see the glow.
Okay. Can I roll a nature check to see if I know what that is?
Sure.
6. No, probably not.
It's glowing.
Well, I'll go back and explain to them what I saw.
Yeah, and I was just like, this. How do we know there's not more things down it?
We have no idea.
As he explains to you that he's seeing this deep hole.
So, I mean, if we want to explore this later,
Yeah, but do we really feel comfortable sleeping out here? Is the
Yeah,
question.
that was. I was like, that's what I was more.
You know, like, you want to sleep out here and have some more basilisks, or who know what else come out of that cave.
Yeah, or whatever that thing is, because Anna points to it.
do we have a way to sleep?
What if
We
he uses
could.
this opaqueness, like, little shield
How many
thing,
does
and
it
we
hold?
hide in it?
Oh, holds a few. How much do we?
How many people
how
do you
many
have
are we?
now?
1,
8.
2,
8.
5, 6,
Wait, what are we trying to do?
8. Yeah.
Sleep.
Sleep?
You went to 9.
No, I went 8.
Oh! You looked like your thumb was out.
This will work.
How many does it hold?
9 people.
So you can create a little bubble and hope nothing attacks you.
I mean, not really hope. We have.
Hey, Kevin.
No, yeah, like hope
Unless
nothing.
they have dispel magic, it's indestructible.
So it's approaching dusk. So
I'd still say keep watch.
right,
Well,
To a
of
degree.
course.
but so do you decide to take a long rest?
I would love to.
Yes.
Okay. All right. So
I'll recover my 1 spell.
well, if you're taking a long rest, you can recover all of them.
So
And I'm just saying, like,
He's
I only
only
can
used
spend
like
1 spell to leave it out
Is
here.
it every
Unlike
day,
me.
or
You
is it
cast
like a long rest?
polymorph.
Yeah,
And,
you can- couple
Rest
cantrips.
count.
oh yeah.
You cast polymorph twice.
I didn't get
It's like
to it. I
you're
didn't
going
get
to
a
sleep.
chance
Yeah,
at it
yeah,
twice.
Nah, you didn't do it a second time.
Oh
You did
yeah,
it
yeah,
twice.
you're right.
That was the purple worms you did to us. But so you're gonna start a long rest. Starting next game, we will roll for some watches. We'll see what happens, and we'll see if Krullik becomes Krullik or if he's gonna be forever
Shorter long rest.
Cursed Luck.
Oh,
But
Not forever.
not forever.
Till the next long rest.
Hopefully.
hopefully.
Well, I'll volunteer for first watch. I mean, I didn't get hit at all.
And we'll take care of that more as we come to next game. But it is currently 4:51, and we our party has grown. A fight has happened. One of our members is deeply cursed. Thankfully, our cleric does have a habit of holding greater restoration. Not so much remove curse. And so we'll see what happens in the night. We will see you next week. We have our plan to stream is from 2 p.m. to about 4:30 to 4:45. Usually this one went a little long. We do have a Twitter now at Assorted Dice at Twitter and blah blah blah. However Twitter works. It mostly is just going to tell you if anything changes. Mostly it'll also just be a heads up of hey, if you want to know we're streaming via Twitter. Otherwise,
Also,
Sort of
we
dice,
have-
no spaces.
no spaces, capital A.
We also have the archives in the YouTube channel. Same as
Sorted Dice. I think
Same as
no
the channel.
spaces,
no
capital
spaces,
A.
no nothing.
For some reason, that's what we're doing. So that's what we're doing. So if you want to see us on YouTube, if you want to see us on Twitter, which we won't really post that much except we're streaming. But hey, otherwise, we hope you enjoyed, and we'll see you next time. Bye.
Party on.